In the words of Katy Perry, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Hello, everybody. Oh, right. Let me get back everything into place since we last streamed a bit of Sim. That's in the wrong place. Also need to move my game capture over to MX Bikes as well. Now that's done. Now that's loading. Bosh, lovely stuff. How are we all doing today? How's our week's been? Are we looking forward to the weekend as well? We've got some more MX Bikes in our lives tonight. We're at Detroit this week. I watched 3 corners of the preview lap and then I stopped watching. So I don't know half of the track, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Thank you very much, Niz, for the follow and the prime already. What a great way to start the stream. Hope you're doing well. Let's get the fan on as well, because I'm sure it's probably going to get quite toasty in here at some point also. Yeah, a bit early today. I don't know. I was just kind of sitting here doing nothing, so I thought we may as well get it going. That's it. You can also use this time to spin a couple of laps and get the fingers warm ahead of time. But this is the smooth version of the track that we're going to be playing tonight. And then the actual track comes out in... I mean, it's already out. The password for it comes out in 14 minutes. So as soon as that releases, we'll go and switch over. But we'll try and get the thumbs nice and warm. Try and get loose. Always hard trying to transition over from sim to bikes and back again multiple times a week. Today's track seems very, very straightforward. So I'm curious to see how it's going to race. But do you want to know what is weird? And it's not like a super negative per se. It depends on what you're into. It's very strange. So this section here specifically, you can't even see what's going on. This section here specifically to my right feels so incredibly spaced out compared to what I was playing on sim as well. I mean, the whole track does, to be honest. Like, everything feels super, super wide. But like really far apart. And I'll be honest, I think the fast line for it is probably going to be going double, 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 double. And we got a big triple double here, because you can't go double and then quad all the way into the turn with the way that that middle jump's been built. Like, there's no pop on it at all. So that might end up being a little bit one-lined. This is also a big old stretch on a 450, trying to huck this. I've got to stretch that out as much as I can to be able to triple it. It's going to be a couple of tricky sections, I think. No, I was stuck in the main menu. So for some reason, if I turn... I've got two different capture types. I've got game capture and display capture. What you're seeing right now is game, because I've turned display off. If I turn on display, so then you can see like Steam and everything else that I'm doing here. Sometimes when I tab back into bikes like this, it's done it exactly there. Like it'll freeze, so nothing happens, and then I have to turn off display capture again for then bikes to be back to it. It's very, very strange. Some days it works, some days it doesn't. We'll roll with it. Can I throw out an excuse really early on? What do you mean triple on the... Oh, don't tell me. Is it a triple crown? Oh, no, sorry. I thought you meant sweeping a triple. I see what you mean. Tripling on the sweep is actually doable, though. That one there... Yeah, I think it is. But I think you end up singling into the corner because of how the rhythm's built. It might be quite hard to get to the right angles. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We'll see what happens with the righted ones. Because you could probably come out wide, square this off, and maybe like triple in from here. But then you're pretty much back into the same rhythm you was in anyway. So I feel like you may as well just carry your momentum around the corner. Because then there's less chance of you getting passed by anybody as well. What if we come all the way around the outside here and triple in there? Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Maybe a little triple to the left. You'll find out in about 11 minutes. The ruts in this corner, from what I can see from your preview lap. No idea what's gone on there. So yeah, I don't know how well tripling all the way into the turn will be. We'll see. We'll see what lines we can kind of fall into. See how it goes. Hello, Rux. Yeah, maybe. Ooh. Well, you got to take a lot of sting out of that second triple, the way that jump faces. It's like quite sharp. Very, very sharp. You're going triple, double. Oh, so you're going triple, double, double from the inside. Okay. I feel like outside is better than having to check up and take the inside roller. Unless you can hit it from really, really tight on the inside still. I think I'm going to struggle getting this consistently. Like trying to get that triple there. I do feel for the 250 riders around here. I don't even know if that triple's doable. But as always, to be honest, I'll probably just see what their fast boys are doing and then copy their line. Try and get used to the steering and the throttle control again after playing sim. It's not easy. Find myself sliding the back end out a lot when I first come back on bikes. I feel like doing this might be the move. Go around that, triple into the turn, And then how the ruts are built, you kind of go across here, and then there's a rut there that you filter into to try and triple out the turn. He's built it so... what's the best way of me doing this? Let's do this and move. So he's got one rut starting out wide and cutting down here. He's then got another rut that goes across this rut and then goes to the outside. So there's like an X of ruts around this point, and then an inside line here. So I feel like this outside will be arse that cuts down, so you kind of want to take the one that starts middle and then drifts out, so then you can follow the exit of the berm the whole way around. Possible top 5 tonight? I don't see any reason why not. It really just does depend on the start and, unfortunately, sometimes a little bit of luck. Just trying not to get collected by any bikes at all. I wonder if they're going to put any reset delay on today, after they had it on for GPs. I wouldn't have thought so. I think everyone's very adamant against reset delay in Supercross just because of how chaotic it is. Don't feel terrible today though. We'll see where the speed's at. Last week the speed was actually pretty damn good, I think. But then I didn't play sim that week, so I didn't lose any of the muscle memory. I wonder if you'll even be able to triple in when you're drifting that far wide there with the rut. We'll see. It's all up in the air at the moment. A 120 rear tyre saving my life in these long flat corners there. The only thing I need to be worried about is not trying to brake and turn too sharp at the same time and just washing the front end straight away. Hello, Blickoy. Thank you very much, Brett. That's very nice of you. Think of the 250 gear in tech going public. I'm all for it. I'm not a 250 rider myself, but I wasn't aware of it. And then I haven't watched Reaper's video in full, to be fair. I kind of quickly skimmed through. There's some things I would have liked him to test out differently for it to be a fair test. But either way, the acceleration on that gear looks pretty insane. So I'm sure if a day ever comes where I do my best Christian Craig impression and go try and get a 250 chip at random, I'll probably go back to that Reaper video and just copy and paste it. Yeah, I do ride in real life. A, I'm not very good, and B, I don't ride very often. I'm not one of these people that's going to pretend to be something they aren't. I'm pretty dog. I'm pretty arse on a bike in real life. There is a rumour of potentially going out riding this weekend. However, I haven't ridden at all this year, and it's a race day, so I'm just going to be going and lining up on a gate without any practice at all. My arm's going to blow up completely. But then also there's an asterisk around that because it's just weather dependent. At the moment the forecast says light rain most of the day. And it's not a proper track. Like, you guys that aren't from the UK will probably like laugh when you see what it is. Sounds like we do races in like stubble fields sometimes, so it is literally just like flat track in a farmer's field that they mark out and you go and race it. And most, like, to be fair, a lot of time they get like hella like choppy, which is going to ruin my arms even more if that is the case. GP results weren't good, but overall like feel was pretty good, like consistency and speed wise. I went 15 and 8. That first race I was down horrendous off the start, and it's really hard to come back. And then they've added a reset delay. I think a lot of time people think that with reset delay it's easier to make progress through the field, but I'd argue that sometimes it's the opposite. Because if you get like a particularly bad start and you get caught up in a couple of bikes and you're down, say, 30 seconds like I was at the end of lap 1, you then have to push pretty damn hard to try and catch up again. which then increases your likelihood of crashing because you're going fast. Whereas the people that are already out in front, they go, right, I've got a good start. I'm just going to chill now so I don't crash and lose a bunch of positions. So usually it doesn't end up working the way people think it will. So start's very, very, very important when they have reset delay. What kind of lap times are you looking for around here? So that 57 felt fine, but knowing these boys, they're probably running 55s or something on the flat track. I don't really think we can use the MXP ranked ones, because usually there's cuts and all sorts going on there. They've been shutting down tracks in the UK for years, to be honest, fault clips. A lot of it's usually noise complaints, things like that. Because we haven't got as much space as the US does, a lot of the time there's tracks kind of in the vicinity of houses, and then as soon as the house or the homeowners complain about the noise, the track usually gets shut down. It's sad when it's a track that's been around for ages and then you get new people move into the houses and then complain. It's like, you knew you was moving in next to a track. Like, why are you ruining it for everybody? You're running a high 56. Well, that's no good. How am I good at starts? I'm not on bikes. I feel like my starts on bikes have been pretty shit as of recent. But they was good in GPs because the start traction was different. And it goes back to like really old start traction, so the old start techniques still apply. You know, a lot of the new young guys don't know the start tech on that traction. But no, on the normal traction like these Supercross tracks have, I'm pretty arse. That is W for Iowa and Kansas. That actually sounds good. I don't know why we couldn't have that as a thing. It's actually on a KTM. I just took the Suzuki model swap off because people were always asking what model swap I've got and where to get it from, and it gets annoying after a while. So yeah, just standard as it comes OEM KTM today. Right. We've got like a minute and a half for this password to come out. But we've already got 170 people chilling there, and the track isn't even released yet, so thank you very much, everybody. Am I even live on Twitch right now? I haven't loaded up my Twitch channel. That probably would have helped. Yes, I am. We've got 12 people there. W all the Twitch people as well. Right, we'll mute that. We'll pause that. Move that to there. Minimize that. And now I just kind of sit here and wait for somebody to release the track password in pits. Actually, I can be proactive here. If I boot this up, let's do it so you guys can see what's going on as well. And then Perboso, MX Bikes, Mods, Tracks, 26 Supercross. Right, so we're gonna drag and drop it straight away. I hope so, Black Flag. That is the plan. I just want a solid result. I'll take a top 5. There's a guy who has a drag strip or something like that in the US, and new homes are built in the area and they still complain about noise. Yeah, I feel like you got to kind of know what you're getting in for if you're buying property next to a drag strip. Counterleaning in corners is still a thing, but it only, to me, only really seems to be a thing on flat corners. Like corners where you've got ruts, I feel like the more you counterlean, the more the game wants to stand your bike upright and actually work against you rather than letting you flow around the rut itself. Hello, Reflex. All right. Let's get our first look, first feel, first laps. If MX Bikes ever wants to load. There we go. All right, 26 Supercross, Detroit. Don't see it over here yet on my other monitor though. Start. MX Bikes. Hello. There we go. That was really, really slow. Yeah, I do think a lot of people do too much on their sticks, and it hinders them a lot. So I've got a video on the channel which is like Supercross is easier than you think, and I just go around the whole track without touching the right stick at all, and just do it on the throttle and the bike leaning. I feel like a lot of time less is more. The less you're trying to do, the less wonky physics you get. Holy ruts. What's that? There's a bit of a kick I've been added on that triple. Same with that one. Oh my god. Okay, no rut here, which makes sense because it's the start corner. I imagine there'd be chaos if there was one. And then this is what I don't understand. What on earth is going on here? That triple's actually pretty damn hard to get from that late exit rut. Let's try... I think if you enter this one here, you're just leaving yourself open for passes. Yeah, it's easier to get it from there. Unless the tech is maybe just to jump to the inside and then go double on-off. Oh god, oh god. Oh god, what's going on here? Okay, so that flat corner is not particularly flat. It's going to cause some issues on the old front end. That's just going to be jump to the inside, on-off, triple into this turn. Very easy to hit your handlebars or pegs on the next rut over. That's super easy. Whoops these days, especially on these aerial tracks in particular, it's probably like a 50-50 on setup and technique. In years past, the whoops are pretty damn easy, but for some reason this year's whoops are, I think, quite difficult. Yeah, I think that section to my left is going to be the strange one. I don't know if a tech like that works for a 450. If it does, somebody tell me it. Because sometimes I feel like I watch hot laps of these fast boys and they'll just row the corner, stood up, wide open, and there's no back wheel slide or anything, and I kind of want that in my life. That's why I run a 120 rear tyre these days, is because I'm just fighting for traction all the time. And there's people just munching around the outsides on 110 tyre, and it's just like, I don't get it. Oh. So yeah, if somebody wants to release that tech for me, let me know. And then I in turn will also make a video on it. Yeah, that corner is fucking arse. I'm sorry. I gotta say it how it is straight away. That is awful. Oh, I think it's actually easy to overjump that on there and step over it by mistake. Okay, call me K-Dub, we'll hit the transfers. I'm having some very inconsistent runs through them whoops so far. It's either great or awful. Do you reckon that's the move? That didn't feel too bad. And then you can also just go to the inside here as well. It's a bit of inside simulator again. We seem to have a lot of that on the Arlsx tracks at the moment. Lots of insides being used. Felt pretty good. Let's try some different lines in this corner. Is it just a... Oh, do you reckon you can... You think you can quad the whole thing? I'm not sure my exact gear ratio, because then I've changed each individual gear as well. I'll show you next time I crash. I think the NA boys are probably quadding that. If you want to pause and take a screenshot of my gearing, Where is it? Here. And I'll put the default one up as well, just so you can see what's changed. But it's kind of like everything. It's all different. No, I don't really keep up with that sort of news review. Why am I hooking too far to the right there? I'm very surprised that I didn't just go straight over the bars by casing that landing. There's an inside rut on that corner, but it's like, it's weirdly raised before it and like rough, so it's actually hard to get up there in the first place. No idea what that second rut is. I'll be honest, I think, yeah, a lot of inside action around here again. There's a lot of noise in the corners. And by noise, I mean just, you know, like random roughness with nothing to bank off of. Sometimes the front end will grab one of them and send you a little bit sketchy. But then sometimes, like that, it gives you insane amounts of grip. Because I feel like I was driving the whole way around there, not sliding about at all. It's kind of, it gives the tyres a little bit to work with rather than it being completely smooth. Yeah, that corner's very, very strange. Might try second gear rather than third. Get a bit more oomph out of it. That was like a hole in the face, the jump. Ah, so yeah, I know who Arlsx is, I just didn't even know that he worked for the AMA. I think jumping over it's faster. Usually, I don't know. Are you able to, don't you have to single into the corner after that though, Miles? Which is why I'm not sure if it's faster because of that, because then you're jumping, I never like single into a turn. Because you can step, yeah, you can step over, but then isn't the furthest you can go like here, so you have to single into the turn. Like that little bit there, I feel like it always messes me up trying to get slotted into the ruts when I'm jumping into the turn. There's no point me trying to give an opinion on like AMA and their rulings at the moment because everything that I'm reading on Instagram, granted they're under Deegan posts, so of course they're going to be very heavily biased towards him. It seems like everybody else thinks that the rule was bullshit and shouldn't be done, and I'm just like, it was a rule. You don't cross the lane. Doesn't matter who did it. They got penalised for it. So I don't know. I don't feel like you can moan at them for not enforcing the rule with Pierce Brown and Shimoda, but then moan at them when they enforce the rule against Deegan. So nobody else did it. Nobody crossed over the lanes at Daytona either. I'm sure if they did cross over lanes at Daytona, then there probably would have been a penalty as well. Oh, okay, Travis. I'll see how long it takes them to ban the alt account. Travis, how much money have you spent on bikes at this point from multiple accounts? Because Dan's kind of in the same boat as well. Did I watch the clip? I watched the race. What clip are you referring to? I watched there be 4 or so white markers that signify the start of it, and he missed one of them out and then cut across. Again, it could be Deegan, could be Cole, could be Joe, could be a random like back marker. If the rule is there and they've cut across it, then and if it's caught on camera, then by all means penalise them for it. I said I'm probably in the minority of that, and I also understand that how passionate Deegan's fans are, and that you don't want him to be penalised for something. But I feel like they don't write the rule book for no reason. It's tough to say what's easier in MX bikes, to be honest, if it's indoors or outdoors. I mean, just getting around an outdoors track is a lot easier than getting around a supercross track. And there's also kind of a limit to how fast you can go on the supercross tracks. Whereas outdoors, I feel like you can just absolutely pin it on everything. It probably changes person to person. Depends who you ask. What they like. Crossed one marker. Yeah, but you just said it there. He crossed the marker. He's crossed the lane. Doesn't matter how big or small the rule break is, the rule is there and it was broken. And it's done now, like, it's happened, it's not going to get, like, the penalty's not going to be rescinded. So I don't know why people are so up in arms about it. I see people saying he didn't gain an advantage either, so again, it doesn't matter, it was a rule that was broken. How do you know that he didn't gain an advantage anyway? Because there's no one around him, you can't, like, time it in particular. And the inside there was faster than the outside because you're taking less track. So surely there's some kind of advantage gained. I think the biggest reason people are upset is because it stopped his, what was it, 6-win streak or whatever it was. Which, yeah, sucks. Not ideal. And everyone's like, it should just be docked points. And I was like, it's pretty much the same thing. If you've been moved from first to second, you're losing points as well. I mean, yeah, he won the race. He got penalised for it after the fact. I think a lot of time people don't understand that biases are a thing, even unintentionally. And I think because so many people are massive Deegan enjoyers, they look at it from a completely different point of view. If it was a rider that you absolutely hated, then people would probably be more for it. Again, nothing's going to change. The outcome is the outcome. I'm a bit of a stickler for the rules in that regards, I suppose. So I think my outlook will be a little bit different. A lot of it's all kind of like hindsight or ifs, buts and maybes. Because you could say, didn't gain an advantage. On the flip side, no one's going to know. Let's say he went to the outside, maybe randomly he washes the front end by going around the outside. And then loses time that way, but we'll never know, because he cut across the track and went to the inside. But, yeah, kind of beating a dead horse. No, I don't think it was a time penalty at all. I think it was literally just they are moving him from first to second. Try some alternative lines. So if we go double, triple, triple, triple... Oh, I see the line you're talking about, Miles. Yeah, that probably will be faster. Especially if you can stay low while doing it as well. It jumped me quite high there. Yeah, that could be the move, hitting that full quad over. I think it goes back to the whole big scaling issue again, but everything just feels so strangely spaced on these tracks after hopping back from sim. Like this rhythm section in particular. So you got this double that's super, super close together. Then this jumps miles away over here. Then these are a bit more uniform. But then, like, this is miles away from this one. And it's, like, it's odd. It feels... See what? It's almost in, like, groups. So you've got a double, then you've got a triple, then you've got a triple, then you've got a triple. It's not like consistent like spacing. It's very odd. And then like the gap between this jump here and this jump here is huge. It's strange. Until he loses his 6 for 6. Unfortunately, he has lost. Again, like, I know you're probably a big fan, but on paper, in the record books, it shows that he lost. Like, I'm not putting emotion or anything into that. I'm telling you in black and white, it shows that he's lost. I'll see everybody under his Instagram post saying I'll go put another like crossbones on your gear for next week anyway, and it's like, you didn't win. Whatever way you want to cook it, the results show a second place. Doubles look short with extra long triples. I feel that way. I feel that way, Powerband. What's the time? Quality servers should be going up soon. I saw someone say earlier that apparently the servers are having a little bit of issues today. Not just like the aerial servers, but all of MX Bike servers. Not sure how true that was. I had a quick look at the multiplayer page before going live, and I saw a bunch of servers on there. Is the Why So Mad my way, Vinny, or is it somebody else? Yeah, I did see Freezy's butt patch. I mean, for like, I'm surprised Vince hasn't been penalised yet, because every time somebody comes up to lap him now, I'm just so scared about what's going to happen. Oh, I thought they'd... Yeah, they should definitely be up now. Am I missing something? Unless there is actually server issues and they're not being populated. Ah, you got the close on today, Sir Boxlot. Love that. We're making progress. The schedule, it's the same as it always is. We've got 10 minutes of practice, which should be going up now, then into 20 minutes of qualifying. And then all the heat races run at the same time. And you got 250 LCQ, 450 LCQ, 250 main, 450 main. NA servers are having issues, EU should be good. I'll give it another couple minutes. And I'll try again. Yes, Arlsx, it is your... I want to say model detail, in your graphics settings. You have to have that on high. It's what one lem settings needs to be higher. Because MX Bikes is such a like a well-optimized game, you know. If you don't have it on higher, let me have a look. I think it's models. If this is on like medium or low, every time someone joins a server, the game freezes because it's trying to, I guess, like compress the detail to make it run better, which in turn makes it run worse. So if you, if you whack that on higher, you won't get any more game freezes when people join. How it be? Chase Sexton just got airlifted out of Detroit. Are we for real? Oh, Eric's Rux just said he thinks it's texture size, so experiment with both of them too. It's one of them. It might be texture size, so I might be wrong on that. Yeah, I'm not sure if Travis is hitting a little troll there, or if that's the JIT. If that's the JIT, then Jesus Christ, he's going through a tough time at the moment, isn't he? The food... Oh, so it wasn't even a... Hang on, are you trolling? Surely you don't get airlifted for food poisoning. That's a couple of hours sesh in the bathroom, and then you drive somewhere else yourself. I think bro's hitting the troll. I was about to say, imagine if it was a crash and you got airlifted. Again, it's not a great look for Cowie even more, is it? Cowie stock was low after the Prado year, and now with how Sexton's year's been going so far, it's not great. Servers are up now. Of course they'd go up as soon as I come back into testing. Let's have a look. So I think he deserved the penalty. Deserving's very opinion-based. I'm of the opinion that if there is a rulebook that says you can't cut across split lanes and someone cut across the split lane, no matter how big or small or how much advantage was gained or not gained, it was in the rulebook and he's broken the rule. So I feel like the rules should be enforced. Because if you think if something's deserved or not, that is very opinion-based rather than black and white what is in the rules. Just having a look to see what server I'm in. I am in group 2. Nice. You said you should go for the big lines in qualifying last week. I don't think there are any big lines around here this week. The only one you've got is after the long rhythm section and you turn left. I think we're going quad triple. Yeah, consistent rulings would be nice. They have to start somewhere, I suppose. And if this is the start of consistent rulings, then cool. Didn't they... Was there actually a ruling in place with the Joe situation? Because didn't they come out and say that there was no specific rule for it? It was like a bit of a grey area. And they've updated the rules moving forwards, or was they just trying to save face and they was actually wrong? They didn't want to admit it. Right, and jump the split at Daytona had no penalty. Was it like blatant there on the live in the moment? Because I think that's what doesn't help, is not being able to see everybody at all times. You like the KTM? Thank you very much, Rhoda. This is a very old KTM. This is when... Fuck, what's his name? Blitzco? Is it Jake? It's when I was, when Blitzco was making my stuff when I first joined FXR. No, I think Travis was doing a little bit of trolling there, Mr. Bucks a lot. Yeah, what is the exact rule in the US about when you have to roll or not, or just slow down? Because in the UK, at least on the level I ride at, it's static yellow flag is be careful, or waved yellow flag is wheels on the ground, you're not allowed to jump, and then usually the medic flag is then accompanied with a red flag. There's very rarely a medic flag ever without the race being stopped. And I know it's a little bit different in the US about what you can and you can't jump on. At least that time's going to be very, very close. Based on me and Boy riding around right now. Oh, that inside's definitely faster. I think I went up like 1.7 seconds at one point. Okay, so you haven't got like a specific static yellow versus waved yellow. It's just a yellow is a yellow. Yeah, we've got 6 minutes, and then the timed qualifying begins. Oh, rest in peace, mate. I think jumping into that outside right to go quad is a little bit more techie than just jumping to the inside and going on off. We'll see. You think I'm right about the Sim series having an inside guy? What have they... Was anything different on the Sim track on Wednesday compared to the actual track map itself? I think it was the same. Am I feeling the KTM? I'm not really feeling any bike at all anymore, to be honest, Chase. The only reason I'm on the KTM right now is because as soon as the GP was done on Monday, and I was riding the Husky, I then hopped on the Yamaha, went 1.5 seconds faster on my second lap on it, and then the next day, so Tuesday, all the boys got on, and I just hopped on the KTM, and again I ran a low 27, which is still my best lap on that as well. And I'm probably going to be running this for the next GP round since it's sand, and I've got the good KTM sand set up. So just for comfortability, really. The Yamaha's always a weird bike for me, because I never feel great on the Yamaha, it's just fast for some reason. Hello, Grob. Oh, holy front end. Yeah, not the biggest fan of that corner there. Everything kind of all merges together. And then very torn on if I want to go inside on off or go outside here and quad it. I think Reed just broke the sound barrier. I'm good, thank you, Noodles. I mean, Reed's going for some hot laps, god damn. Qualifiers hasn't even started yet. And he's going for heaters. No worries, soldier, that's alright. Hello, Smig. I'm alright. Not too bad on the track. It's a very basic track, so it's hard to... I think it's going to be hard to get a lot of separation from each other. Of course, the top boys are always going to run like 2 seconds quicker somehow, but... yeah, we'll see how tonight goes. Always struggle a little bit hopping off the back of Sim. Oh, didn't like that.
Is that a mother KT?
This might be a set of whoops that you can just wheelie through. Chase is licking his lips, looking at all these tight inside lines. He loves them. Oh, got way too short. Ah, got a minute and 20 left. Can't determine how Stone Rider... Oh, you cannot process how Stone Rider determines some lines in the corners. Yeah, a lot of them make sense. Don't make sense, I agree. Thank you very much, Mr. Fuzzy. That is a mother trucking KTM that you see. It is indeed. Yeah, in regards to that rut conversation, I watched the preview lap up until here, and then I paused it and closed it as soon as I saw this corner. And I was like, I'm not sure if I've ever seen a Supercross track breakdown like this, but fair enough. He's trying to experiment with getting some different line choices in there. And it basically just ended up being that now both the outsides are absolute arse cheeks, and we just take the big inside line instead. God, that trim was so hard to get. Ah, hang on. I didn't know you could triple that from the inside. Okay, can't really get that clean from the inside. Noted. Can't have shit in Detroit. Can never have shit in Detroit. Yeah, I think we were meant to get new bikes before the outdoors season. Then that was all a rumour anyway. I don't think they ever came out explicitly and said that. I think that was all word of mouth. You're just asking to get put over a berm if you take that hard left side, aren't you? Yeah, I'm not sure what I want in that section that I just messed up in either. No, practice time is over, so it should be flipping through to qualifying any second now. Right. Not really fast people in it, to be honest. It's only Reed and Steiner that usually get comp laps in it. Oh, a bit of a pain in the arse trying to get back to the finish line on this track. Lots of cutting across different rhythm sections. Fuck's sake. Ugh. Not the best start. Probably shouldn't have started the lap like that, but you know what? We're just going to roll with it at this point. Oh, we're good. What's up? It's good. Steiner's on the KTM. Didn't think my front end was coming back there. how not to carry corner speed with Lins. God damn it. I feel like any kind of flow is non-existent around her. I think the lines are for a 250 on this track. Probably the same, except for, well, it's probably the same everywhere as what I'm taking, other than that really long back rhythm section. Don't know if it's going to be possible to get over the kind of middle triple on a 250. Oh, that was a good run. Not carrying very much momentum. I'm coming to a stop in a lot of these corners. Yeah, it's a banker lap. It can probably definitely go like a good half a second plus faster just by speeding up the corners a little bit. Especially that left-hand 90 there. It was not great. I'm sorry for pointing that out to you, Sam. Listen, I've been... Oh my... Okay, we won't start that, but I've been saying this since the pre-season track even came out, so it's not a new thing. I stand on my opinions. My game has just pooed itself. What was that? Because my stream was fine. I didn't drop frames, and it didn't say that my encoder was overcooking. I've just gone through the finish line and I've got about 10 frames. That's great. Jesus Christ. We'll start at lap 0.4 down. I'm about to find out if what you said is true. No, I think going 2 3 3 3 3 3, whilst it sounds good, the beginning double is just way too small. And again, it goes back to the scaling. It's like the double was tiny and then the triple was fucking massive.
Smiley face emoji.
Ninja would be jealous of the spacing in the triples. Massive. I forgot Boy was in this lobby. Yeah, Boy will be definitely in the top 5 in qualifying once it's all condensed down. Oh, I'm too sharp of an angle. Yep. Knew that was coming before I even stepped off. Too far to the left side of the track. Mr. Steven. Steven. What are we going to do with you? You absolute animal. We can always rely on Steven for a... I don't even know what to say at this point. The man never ceases to amaze me. Thank you very much, Steven. It's very generous of you. Ah! I'll try and ride better just for you. Because... oh, it's not good so far. Hopefully we'll get a bit of a flow going at some point. Yeah. There's a little lip on top of the landing for the finish line jump if you catch it on a 250 or cooked. Oh, okay. They just slow you down. Yeah, can we... the chat is not moving anywhere near enough for somebody donating $100 right now. Can we give some Stephen love, please? Hello, Ethan. Ah, yeah, the way them first few whoops went, I'm pretty sure like your cams and your Raxes are probably going to wheelie the entire whoop section, which is much, much faster than hitting them normally. Oh, bad run. Right. Bike just kind of gave up on me there. I mean, I can give you another half a second. I couldn't tell you how to get 1.3 seconds though. That's pretty disgusting. It's actually... I'm sorry to sound like a broken record, and I know that I slate these tracks every single week, but when you play the sim versions, it's so hard to not be annoyed by these. I don't know what kind of testing goes into these to check that the ruts are actually viable with each other. Because I just done what you would assume would be the designated alternative rhythm in that section, and I lost a second compared to just going inside. So you go inside double on off, or you can go outside triple double. I lost an entire second. Which, I don't know about you, it just makes for shit racing. Because nobody is going to try and take that outside to pass somebody if you're going to lose a second every time. You might get lucky, someone might mess up the inside at the same time as you're doing it, but you're never going to make a genuine straight up pass on raw speed by taking it. My frames have gone to shit again. What is going on? I mean, I'm less than a tenth faster than Vendrami at the moment. I usually feel like I outqualify Vendrami quite comfortably. Is it going to be one of them weeks again where I can't put like a full, nice, clean one together? Doesn't know when my frames are arse. Like, what's going on? Like, how can I improve my frames right now? Should I... Let me fully close Discord. Don't need Discord open at all. End task. There we go. Close that. Close. Right. See if that helps at all. Blame sim. I will. Technically, thing is, I wish I was as good at sims as I am at bikes, because then you'd have the better tracks combined with actual decent speed, and I think it'd be a fun time. That was almost rapid. That would have been pretty sick. Sim better than bikes. Definitely from a competitive standpoint, yes. I think bikes is better for the casual community, but sim is much better for racing. I don't know if I should be taking that inside. You get a very big kick on the front end. I don't even know if that was faster. Oh, sorry, that was a really good lap up until that corner, and I was still behind, so where the fuck are you getting 1.3 seconds from? Honestly, the pace of people nowadays is actually unreal. Ah! Oh, it's so arse. It's so arse. I don't think Boy would take a cheater line to start a lap, to be honest. Come on, front end, why are you doing this to me? You know what? We've got 6 minutes left. The game. Oh, honestly, this game. Just let me spectate, please. Yeah, just right trigger. I just want to check that I am doing the same lines and he's just doing them faster. How is his bike not exploded in the rut going in at that sharp of an angle? If I mean, you guys can relate. If I go into a rut at that sharp of an angle, I just get all kinds of wonky and the bike stands itself upright and the front end collapses on itself. I can't stand starting laps right on somebody's arse because I can't see the corner. I can't see the fucking rut. Now Boy's about to start one there as well. Oh, now he's fucked it, so I've wasted time turning around. Oh, now this geezer's going to start one right in front of me as well. That outside onto the start turn was, well, the outside onto the start straight was definitely slower. Am I meant to be checking up and going double, triple at the end of that rhythm or something instead? Like tripping into the turn? Steiner not happy with the track either. I can't be... The thing is, Steiner, if I just go full negative on it all the time, the viewers get pissed off, and it's just like, it's hard to say anything positive about them. Especially when you get spoiled with how the sim tracks are built a couple of days prior. But I have noticed a lot of time the people that moan about me moaning, it's casual players that moan about it, not the competitive players at all. I feel like the comp people will usually have the same kind of opinions. And this isn't negative in terms of like... He's gone fucking faster again. This isn't like negativity in terms of blaming the track as to why my qualifying is off where it should be. This is me knowing that I'm slower and me saying that the track itself, well, the last couple of tracks just have not been good tracks. I'm not sure how else to word it. Especially from a racing perspective, like last week's track, holy. Inside, 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 inside. It's like it's a supercross track. Should we not be about to take some outsides, hitting some rhythms? It's two different outlooks looking at it, because again, from a casual standpoint, I can understand, yeah, it's cool, you get replica tracks, they're right to challenge you a bit more, W. But my opinions are always from a racing competitive standpoint and how good the races will be. Does the track offer multiple different options for you to take to try and pass people? Do the lines make sense? Like, do the ruts flow in a way that makes sense? But at least we have GPs now. Because them tracks, well, at least round one at least, was, I thought, very good for multiple lines. There was always a second line somewhere to try and take to pass somebody if you wanted to. Yeah, WOs. I heard a rumour, I don't know if it's true, apparently B-Clay's also making the outdoors tracks this year. I think it's the first year that Stone hasn't made them in 4, maybe 5 years now. So it's going to be fun seeing a different rendition. See how the bumps and ruts are made as well. BK's confirmed it. Ooh, okay. Nice. I can't follow her right now. I'm just not focusing enough. I'm reading chat and all sorts. I'm kind of over this qualifying session, to be honest. Trying to scrub to the fucking far right to actually stay a little bit lower. Got one more attempt. Oh, maybe I am playing MX Simulator after all. Get to the second last whoop and it yeets you forwards. What is he doing? Oh my goodness. Like, at least make it so you can fucking skim him from the lower line, not jump. I don't know. Oh god. Thank god we've got outdoors. And whilst I mean, you guys that were there on Wednesday, you saw me bloody rage quit the LCQ. Whilst I'm very frustrated in the moment, the sim racing experience is, like, in Supercross at least, is clear. It's so good. Got a leader. Are you doing this race? Or are you just doing NA still? Thank you for all of the new follows on Twitch, by the way. Trying to build that platform up just a little bit. You're not doing either. That's fair. That is fair. I think I would have written off this Supercross series long ago if it wasn't my job. Like, genuinely. Same with last year's as well. Like, last year's tracks were asked for different reasons. Nah, tyre pressure doesn't really do anything on this game, unfortunately. Doesn't work the same as real life. Reed put in a little bit of a fast one on his very last attempt. 42 attempts there. First time trying to qualify for an aerial event and will probably be my last. There you go. Boy, so Reed just said that boy's time is 0.001 behind Cam. Of course he's coming here now. You feeling good today, Reed? I feel like you're here to gloat. Or to brag. Miles hates this track. I'll be honest, I think the same as last week, this track absolutely blows ours. Wait, what's my clutch? Oh god, yeah, I've been doing too many sim starts. Couldn't even remember what my clutch was. Is we left? Okay, we're right here. Oh, that front end does not want to turn. Holy. Hang on, let me take these prime outer lines. Oh, wait, it doesn't actually hook you in line with it. Gotta learn to love the things you hate. I don't. I don't. I can keep hating on it. I actually think real life struggles from the same thing that bike struggles with now in Supercross, is that the bikes are too quick. Like the 450s in real life can just jump for a room section in 2 jumps now, and they kind of, I don't think stadiums exist that are big enough to actually make for better racing. It's the same thing here, like these bikes go so fast. And the suspensions are so good. Sliding all the way into there. Add 5 sec delay to Supercross. Fuck no. I don't think you realise what you're asking for there, Grob. That is one of the worst ideas I've ever heard of. I would like you to make a mental note. You can do it in my heat or you can do it in my main, that would completely up to you. Take note of how many times I crash from things that aren't my fault. No, if I get swiped by someone's bike, if I get landed on, take all them crashes, add 5 seconds for each one, and then we'll see how much extra time I would have been down at the end of it. Oh, it's just shit. It's just shit. Like, at least build it in a way that it's actually somewhat easy when the inside's that strong. Not a big fan of it, Mr. Freewords. But I don't seem to be alone in that, at least. So it's not just grumpy old man vibes. It seems like everyone's a bit like, ugh. Load up Discord again now. It my frames definitely improved when I closed Discord earlier. I don't know what's going on. I've unlocked a Steam achievement. Achievement completed. New day, new stream, free. So I'm guessing that just means I stream a lot. We got 19 people watching on Twitch right now. So thank you very much, everybody chilling over there. I've also got a thing here saying, make your favourite streamer's day with 35% off gift sub bundles of 5 or more. All the way through to March 29th. There you go, there's a little shameless plug. Give me your primes. Give me all of the Jeff Bezos money right now. Insert it into my... Who is... We've got another German player. It's got someone from Dortmund. I'm just looking at my MXB. Robin209 is another German player. Listen, the Germans are making a big impact. If Finn was still around, the Germans would have a great nations team. But I'll say that, I'm pretty sure... what's his name? Victor's disappeared as well. No idea. Right, do we have... No time's up just yet. Track's absolutely toss. I'm glad to hear that the fastest qualifier says it's toss. So that's how you know there's no biases in there. Because a lot of time, like, my complaints can just be down to, oh, he's not playing good, he's washed his shit, that's why he thinks they're shit. But when the man that qualifies first and wins every single week is saying that it's arse, I think that adds a little bit more validity to it. Who said come racing with him, you'll have a better time. I mean, I've been racing. Do they still do, are they still doing their elimination races every Sunday? Because it might be worth dabbling in them again. I feel like they're easy videos as well. My issue is I think I went for a really lucky streak on them elimination races. I think I won like 3 in a row of the ones I actually entered. And there was decent competition. And I don't think I would get that same kind of result if I re-entered them again. Fuel, I usually run 4.5 for the mains. You can have assists on in these, Sterling. Which is a good point. Good point that you raise, actually. I'm surprised that these pro races don't force hardcore mode on. I feel like that should be a thing. Like, should it not? Like, if they're going to call themselves pro races, it should be as hard as possible. What assists do I run? I think I've got like clutch help. Yeah. I mean, I still don't know if that does anything. I don't need the automatic tyres. I can just press it and then automatic clutch. A lot of time, if the bike stalls, you just bang it into first gear and rev, and it bump starts itself. Yeah, I'd be for it. Put a bit of hardcore mode on. It'd be interesting to see if anybody in the 250 class this round has a random standout ride after Reaper's gearing tech video. Recommend Nationals or GP for a first season. I don't actually know if my opinion would matter on that. The chances of you qualifying in a first season are fairly low, so I guess just... And since you have to buy the tracks, it's just, I'd say buy whatever you feel like you'd vibe with more. I don't know if I agree with forcing everybody to be first person though, because you got to think there's people that have played this game for like 4,000 plus hours in third person, so to suddenly strip that away from them would probably be quite harsh. Right, announcements. No announcements yet. I think you can probably still blow the bikes up. I just think it's very rare. I've never seen any of the 4-strokes blow up. I used to accidentally blow up the CR125 quite often. Don't know if that's still easily doable. It's like if you're going down a really fast straight in 4th gear, wide open, then you bang it down into first for a corner, it can blow up from doing that. Unless they remove that. Because the TM125 had an issue, didn't they? Like 1 or 2 pack updates ago. Where the TM would blow up all the time and then they patched something. I don't know if they removed it from everything or... No idea. I really need the toilet, and I think I should probably just go now, shouldn't I, before the heat races go up? Yeah, you know what? They've not even gone. I haven't got an announcement about the servers, so give me a couple of minutes. Make myself lighter. I might go a little bit quicker. You're shitting right now. Are you on your knee? You got your phone in your hands. Your elbows are on your knees, leaving red marks on your knees. Crazy work. I was having a toilet thought as well. So a lot of the complaining... I didn't wash my hands, that's why. Gives you extra grip on the controller when you've got sweaty hands. Sweaty gamer hands. 250 and 450 heaps are up. Yeah, I was thinking... I had a toilet thought. And that was... all of the complaining and stuff that I do... it's kind of your guys' fault. Because... I put out polls at the start of the season asking if you want me to commentate or compete. And compete won like 90% to 10%. So you guys do this to me. I don't know, what am I what heat am I in? Not heat one. I'm wondering if you guys are drinking enough water or eating enough fibre, because it sounds like you guys are trapped on the toilet for a very, very long time. Mine is just glides out. Not much force needed. So, where... I qualified 14th again. Yeah, my qualifying has been hella stinky. But again, saving grace, still the top KTM. The rest is a sea of blue. It looks like lap times are very, very close around here. Because I'm 14th and I'm only 1.6 off of top. We'll see how that goes. Don't blame you guys, I am. I do the poll. That's like, do you guys want me to compete or do you want me to commentate? And everybody says compete. So I'm allowed to get frustrated at the competing process. Because I did not choose this life. This season's that cooked, I haven't even looked at the point standings since round 2. I'm running a 4.5 litres of fuel for the race. That usually gets me to the finish, no problem at all. One thing I'm guilty of is when I take my phone with me, I'll usually go through like either TikTok or Instagram Reels on the toilet. And then I'll finally decide to start wiping and I'll just have the same Instagram Reel or TikTok like audio playing on repeat over and over and over and over and over again. Serve doesn't allow 2 strokes. That does kind of suck, but at the same time, Steiner, I'm a firm believer of you should race on the bike that you qualify on. What I mean by that is you shouldn't qualify on a 450 and then want to race the 2-stroke. I feel like you should have to qualify on the 2-stroke and then race the 2-stroke again if you wanted to. The 2-strokes are just arse now. They used to be good. They used to be somewhat competitive because they had a good amount of grip, but now they just slide all over the place. So you really don't get any drive anywhere. And no, I am not, Braden. No, I am not. Qualified 14th. I swear, isn't Cleoxy usually NA? He hasn't got NA ping. He's got European ping, but I swear he usually does NA. Yeah, this is the heat server that I'm in now. Just waiting for everybody to get in the lobby and then they'll start them all at the same time. What do I do, Ethan, if I fear that it may be too late for me? That's a good shout to me, Jams. I don't mind that whatsoever. Top quality with 55 flat from Cam. And then Boy was also a 55 flat. My 56.6 put me in 14th. And then I think cut-off was like a 58. Reaper doesn't race anymore. He saw the light. He knew it was too stressful. Too shit. And he dipped out. Troy's racing though. I don't know if he's in this heat or if he's in the other heat. Okay. Nice, nice. Makes sense. I get it. Okay, 2 for 2. Or have a clean bike. Dirty bike makes you go slower. Dirty bit. I foresee a Reed pushing everybody really far out wide start. Got a sea of blue to my inside, so I might not get the best start here. I think I'm just going to ride very overly aggressive for the rest of this heat race and see how it works out for me. Didn't work out well at all. Oh no, actually. Screw it up. Park in a rut. Oh, someone hit me up the arse then. My back end came round so hard. W tracker entry. For fuck's sake, Neon. Jesus Christ. How can you be so fast but so shit at the same time? Like, you blew the rut. Just move into the next one over. Good to see Mr. Larker up here, having a good one. He also gave me some Jeff Bezos money like a week ago. It's not a very stacked heat, the fact that I've come through here after that stinky start. I think that inside double triple might be quicker than my outside triple double. I've gone so high. Old man Dizzle in P2. What's going on here? We've got two unks up in the top four. Oh, that was an alright comeback ride, wasn't it? From whatever position all the way up to P2 at the end, and doing tricks on it at the finish as well. Who's JS7? No, JS7's been around for quite a while. He was around, at least from GPs last year. He was pretty damn good. I just fancied riding the KTM this week, that's all. There's no rhyme or reason behind it at all. That was alright though, it was a decent heat race. We came back. KTM better. I don't know. That was a very, I don't think that was a particularly stacked heat race. I don't know what position I was in at the end of lap 1, to be honest, but I feel like I ran pretty consistent lap time-wise. Nothing too crazy. I like that Dizzle just gave me that position after the whoops. He's like, no, I'm in a transfer spot. I ain't fighting for it. I bet lap time-wise, I'm probably quite off. That wasn't terrible. Do you see the difference, though? So, my lap times in the race are like 0.8 to a second off of my qualifying time. And then everybody else's is like 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds. So I feel, I don't know, it's just, it pisses me off because I would love to just run hot laps and be really, really good. But I can't. So qualifying 14th and then finishing second in the heat, it's not terrible. It is not bad. Rux made it through as well. Love that. Love seeing Dizzle making it through. Reed's off to an LCQ, which I didn't expect. He had 8 seconds of cuts. Jesus, what off-track excursions did he get to? I've been rocking CRF and switched to Husky, and it's a game changer. If you're talking about the 450, then yeah, the Honda 450 is a bit of a tank to try and get around. The Husky's a lot more nimble. 250 wires, I don't think the Honda isn't terrible. It's a tiny bit slower. Thank you very much, Magman. I do not have the facilities to Zwift anymore. I cancelled that membership long ago. Unfortunately. Rest in peace, Zwift. The good old days with the boys. Brock, I tell you every time, do not watch me in class. Class is very important. While she might not think it's important right now, I promise you it is. Let me try and catch up on chat a little bit. Neon's got that freezy racecraft. I think he just panics sometimes. Like, if he makes a mistake, he just tries to get going as quick as possible, and a lot of time it ends up with, like, cross jumps or sketchy lines. I'm just trying to catch up with the older messages. Bear with me, gamers. Maybe just for the culture transcend, you should try a first-person race. See how it goes. Let's play Sim Bike Sucks. I've been trying to qualify for the Sim Supercross races every Wednesday. But I don't play it outside. I don't want to ruin my... Holy shit! Guitar Hero again, dropping a 10 bomb on the Twitch side of things. Love to see that. Do we even have 10 people? We do. We've got 23 people on Twitch, actually. A lot of very lucky people there. Make sure you give Mr. Guitar Hero a big old W. It's been very, very generous over the last week and a bit. What a lovely gamer. Apparently I've just reached a sub goal of 80. Got 80 subs? Surely not. How do I see how many subs I've got in total? Channel. What a lovely gamer. Oh, can hear myself. Pause that. We do 81 subs. That's disgusting. Damn, I better keep that up. That's a good chunk of change at the end of each month, I think. What does 80 subs equate to? Because I know Twitch take a fuckload, don't they? Very mungry honey. Mungry honey? Hungry money? Money hungry? Twitch people. Oh, there we go. It's 80 times. It should realistically be about $200, shouldn't it? Because I think it's 5 each. So that'd be 400 for 80, but then Twitch take half. Yeah, it should be about $200 overall. Cool. Yeah, W Mr. Guitar Hero. I'll feel you on that though. I'd love there to be a really good Suzuki. Right, see anybody angry in here? Dizzle hits a F yeah, love that. Reed hitting an I can't. Don't love that. Sorry for that, Reed. You're defending like your P1. Oh boy, yeah, boy's not happy with Peter. I like Peter's a homie. You guys are dumb as rocks. Reed very unhappy. Miles not happy. How can a dude battling for the points lead go so slow in a 180 rut? Doesn't sound like he's very happy with Jake. JS7 the GOAT. Dizzle love the start. GG's, GG's, GG's. Yeah. I didn't mind that. I wish there was a universe where I could come from that bad start to a P2 in a main event. That would be nice. Oh, it's even less that. Oh, damn. Yeah, Twitch are shafting everybody. Holy. That's crazy work. For a newbie, what's one thing you'd say would help you at running 250 Supercross? I don't know, lots of time. Just double your way around the tracks at first until you can get comfortable. And then maybe add a triple in here or there. I feel like newbie and Supercross don't usually go hand in hand. They don't usually go very well together. Just try and follow the whole corner. You know, just try and flow all the way around the outside of it and just keep your momentum up rather than slamming on the brakes or cutting down really hard. Momentum is everything in Supercross, regardless of what bike you're on. If you just carry that speed around the corners, it'll make the jumps easier too. That was the heat race. So we haven't done the main event yet. They should be getting the LCQs ready now. Let me spin a lap or two and then we should go over to Talon's stream and have a watch of whatever LCQ he's watching. Yeah, I stream the whole time. I'll stream my POVs, no problem. Yeah, the LCQs and the mains are staggered. Got a lot of bike variety tonight. Listen, Aiden, I don't want to hear it. Be the change that you want to see. Get off of the yummy if you don't want to see so many yummies. I mean, Chase proves in NA most weeks that the KTM's pretty good. I just went second in my heat. Can't say that the same's going to happen in the main, but yes, went second in my heat on the KTM. Aiden, you know what you could do? Since you're an OEM tester these days, next time they release a pack for you to try out, you can be like, yeah, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine, and then you could lie and be like, but for some reason the Suzuki is like way slower, can we give it an extra couple of horsepower? And it might already be good, but then it could be even better. And then we'd all be riding Suzukis. And I feel like that'd be much more fun. There has never been a Suzuki meta. I wouldn't mind them banning the Yami. I mean, they banned the Beta for being too fast, so why not do the same? The only change would be you'd either get everyone then on KTM or everybody then on a Fantic. I mean, the Fantic and Yami are pretty damn similar to each other. Sometimes I feel like the Fantic's front end is a little bit wonkier. Don't know if that's true or not, if that's just a placebo thing, but it's how it feels. It's how she be. Yeah, I think as long as I can remember, whenever there's been a 450 meta, it has been Yamaha or KTM. I think KTMs were fastest like way back when as well, but the community wasn't anywhere near as like sweaty as it is now, so people would just rock up and ride whatever bikes they wanted, and the tracks were built in a way where you couldn't actually go that fast anyway. So having the fastest bike didn't really matter that much. People just rode what bikes they enjoyed and what bikes they were comfortable on. That was pretty clean. Not sure what to suggest, Pablo. Just stay over here on the YouTube side of things. No way you're going to play that off. I mean, when you've got 5,000 hours, you kind of get used to it. It was an intentional 360, but the way it came back around afterwards was not nuts. Oh, I was about to go for it again here, but now I've landed off the side of the jump. Yeah, when you've played the game enough, you can kind of do it on demand. My informants have told me that was actually a pretty good line. Jumping from one to the other. Hang on. Yeah, I can do 360s pretty consistently. I might have to give that a go if the inside is particularly crowded. Yeah, it'd be like a bit of Big Les. Does you get it 3 times in a row? No, it didn't come all the way around that time. Didn't throw it hard enough. It gets to a certain point. When you get to about the 180 degrees of rotation mark, the game will either say, actually, no, we're going to save you here, or it'll go, no, we'll let you ping the rest of the way around. And as long as you can throw it hard enough to get to that 180 mark, it usually comes all the way around. Yeah, like that. You see how it kind of stalled out a little bit halfway before it finished the rest of it? So it gets to like here, freezes you for a bit, and then it pings you the rest of the way around. It's the same with backflips, to be honest. Right, let's have a look. Let's look for back to Twitch. Talon stream.
You're good. Nate.
Oh, my ears. Holy. Holy guac. Oh, surely, like, Reed has to make it through this, surely. The Reed and Troy championship battle was just heating up. But then actually, I think... Oh yeah, Troy's fine. Reed's fine, he's going to get the whole show here. I think it would be nice of Reed to... Oh, he's gone down! It would be nice of Reed to miss around, because Troy got DDoSed one race and scored no points. So, to make things fair, it'd be nice for Reed just to not do one. God, the netcode is so bad on this game, isn't it? Watching in third person's crazy. You can't even see! Why has nobody said, Linz, it's frozen? There we go. My bad, pimp. My bad. L streamer, could never be me. Oh, Miles is in this as well. I'd expect Miles to get through. Especially with everybody killing each other up in front. This is just going to make, like, Reed's life easier. I already saw him there in about 6th, so he should be fine. I don't understand how these guys don't just go, you know what, we're in a transfer spot, let's just not kill ourselves. Like, look at the shit going on behind. So, yeah, Reed's already up into, I think that's 4th. That's 5th. It's 5th, he's almost there.
See if Reed can get into this main event on that number 20 machine, getting a little squirrely in the whoops there. Able to
Oh, I've got it quiet on purpose.
Keep an eye
Rux.
on him, see how far up he can go. Gets the triple.
So it's quiet in my own ears as well.
Case for the triple out for Reed Had to go to the second rut, get the double on.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised if he doesn't make it through this.
Side here.
Unless he gets a big choke.
Start, but
Oh!
misses it, and down he goes.
Good respawn, though.
It's gonna cost him some time.
Very lucky respawn. Bike facing the right way.
After that crash.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're not staggering the LCQs then. This and the 250 LCQ are going on at the same time, so Talon's chosen to stream this one. No, Pumbaa, what are you doing?
We'll see if Reed can
They're trying to hand it to him.
right behind him. Down the inside.
Yes, that's correct, Pablo.
Triple line. A little squirrely, but crowded together there, and now he's ahead of
Good
Pumbaa in that
boy.
spot, but I think he has some cuts here. It's going to hinder him from getting it on track position. So, oh, nope, nah, he actually does not have cuts. He is no more than Pumbaa, and he is in that P4 spot here. See if he could hold on. He's got the pace to be in these main events.
I think Pumbaa's going to get that triple.
P4 and the points for
No.
a reason, but we've seen him in the LCQs too many times. Luckily, able to transfer out of it.
He might have just gone down behind. He missed that inside rut.
Whether that's the starts, as we saw earlier, he had
Yeah, he
decent
did.
jump, but unfortunately got taken down by someone cutting over. So now we'll see if he can catch up to Laurent and Lorcole.
He should be fine. I don't see anybody behind catching up unless he gets like the worst crash and respawn of all time.
On gate pick and
Got 2 minutes plus 1 to go. Do you know how nice this is, not having to fly around? Thank you for the follow on Twitch, Wills. Do you know how nice it is watching Talon do the camera work here and not having to do it myself, just getting to sit here and chill out? Yeah, Miles has got to try and push a bit here. He's been in, I feel like, every main event so far this year. And he had a faster qualifying time than I did as well. You're a Reed hater. I don't hate Reed. I like rage baiting him. And it would be funny for him not to make it. Just for the championship implications. But I don't think that's going to be the case. Looks like everybody that I don't know who the guy in first is. Never heard of him. Ever. Is there anybody in here that should make it? That isn't going to make it?
Miles can hold on to it. We've seen him in plenty of mains this year.
No, I don't think so.
So all these guys in the top 5 at least we've seen in multiple mains.
I don't think I'm missing one now, Aiden. I was meant to miss
His first one, unless he's running a different name.
the one
As Reed's trying to make a pass
just after the off week, I think it was, or just before, one of the two.
Takes the middle line
But because I went to my nan's funeral and then I had car issues and stuff like that, I ended up not going away.
position to Reed. So Reed looking to get an LCQ win here.
So I actually don't think I am going to miss any now unless I have any
Second or third of the
weird things pop up. But the thing is, the championship, like points-wise for me, it's chalk now anyway.
what he can do.
Like I'm getting 19s, I'm getting 8s, like all sorts.
Doesn't go for it, plays a safe route.
So I haven't actually looked at the points since round 2.
Just did. And now let's see if Ashford can close in. You got Laurent and Miles battling, and they were 1 second off of the time expiring, so 2 laps to go here.
I'll be surprised if this isn't the top 4 that make it through.
Laurent want to see. So you got Ashford behind him and these two battling. Oh, Laurent, small mistake. Miles takes the line away from him. Goes for the triple, goes to
I
the
don't think
inside.
Laurent's probably going to go for
Barely
this.
gets it. Laurent misses it and
Just going to
takes
follow
the
through.
rut there.
Doesn't look like there's any cuts at play. I think it is all as it rides.
Makes the move. Lorco playing it safe.
Reed going for that final extra
Going down, so he just
one better gate position.
doubles in,
Laura Cole being very careful.
and he's
Don't know if that's a rhythm that he usually does, but he completely boofed the
double here.
triple there.
Smart move from
He's actually going to get demoted from first all the way to 4th on the last lap. Actually, no, second to last lap. Ashford could do this, you know. Loracle's led the entire race up until 1.5 laps left to go, and he might find himself falling out of a transfer position.
So last lap here.
Oh, the thumb's going to get a bit shaky.
We'll see if he could
Will he get nervous?
make up that small bit of time.
Will Ashford be able to push? He needs 1.3 seconds.
He does not have any cuts on him. So he has to pass him straight up and beat him on track.
Both had about a similar run through the whoops there.
Going through the first rhythm section here.
Both going outside, triple to the inside, probably.
Line here.
Oh, pardon me.
Lorcole, Casey
No, no,
Wood,
there you go,
goes,
he's choked.
Ashford's gonna take the spot from him.
Loracle going down.
Had a tiny mistake. A little battle with
So he's gone from first to 5th in a lap and a bit here in the LCQ.
In the transfer spot, and it made him have many mistakes. mistake, especially this really
The way that he
weird
took that flat turn there, stood up on the pegs, tells me that he might usually be a 250 rider.
Lurko makes a mistake and has to go double.
So I don't think that's the tech on the 450s.
Apparently he does. He has 3 riders up ahead of him. See if he could hold on. Reed going inside, get the double triple. Lurko following him. Could not get the triple out. That might have sealed it.
I mean, one of these guys might go down in the last corner. It's all getting a bit close.
Laurent, and then it's going to be Ashford.
Nah, I think that's all good. As all as it ran. Yeah. That was that. Gonna give that a little mute. Spin some more laps. Until the 250 main event goes up. Just like me. For real, for real. I would guess that Troy is in the main event. He was in the different heat race to me, but he wasn't in that LCQ there, so I can only assume that he made it straight through. Same with Aiden as well. I think Aiden would have been more angry in the chat if he hadn't made it straight through. You won your heat race, Aiden. Were you feeling good? I haven't seen Tyler's name anywhere tonight. Is Tyler having a week off? We know what happens when Aiden's having a good night at racing. Usually the servers go down. So we'll see if the that streak stays alive tonight. Troy's game crashed in the second moto at GPs, and that is also the same reason why it got red flagged 2 laps in. However, then the restart after the red flagged happened before Troy even got sunk in anyway, so it ended up all being a big waste of time. So yeah, Troy didn't do moto 2. You think taking the outside of the tabletop is faster? This one or the one over the far left? Because the one on the far left, no. This one, yeah, probably. And then quadding over the whole thing. I'm at least happy now that I've got some different line choices in my pocket. Maybe we try not to do that. I'll still track re-entry though. Ariel did used to run 125 series, but after a round, basically nobody would show up, so it was just end up being a waste of time on the hoster's behalf. I believe the 85 series is still going on. I just couldn't be bothered to do it anymore after a while. Doubling through bananas faster. Nah, triple was faster. But at the same time, I don't think you would lose too much time doubling. Is that what we call these here, the bananas? I never knew the correct terminology for them. Hmm. Now, I'm pretty sure all the lines that I am doing now, gamers, are the fastest lines. It's just actually doing them fast is my issue. That's why I'm slower. But I am trying to at least take one or two different lines every now and then whilst practicing here, just so they're not completely foreign to me when the race starts. Nothing worse than a bunch of people crashing in the main line, and then you try and take a different line to avoid it all, and you end up crashing because you're not used to that line. No clue what's going on there. With that second rut. I don't actually know what the second rut's meant to lead you towards. Like this second rut here. There's no pop, so I'm guessing they want you to low and then double. No, that could be alright actually. Let me try and properly scrub it so I don't get any airtime. I got a pocket for the sunshine. Oh, it's actually pretty difficult to land in. There's no wiggle room, at least on the far inside, right? You can jump too far left or a little bit too far right and still make it in. Don't think I like it. Not sure how my front end hasn't washed there. I'm pretty certain I was off balance the entire way around that rut. I would love to see it, but unfortunately the bell said hell no. I was lent way too far back. But like, look, how's... Like, at this point, I should be crashing. I'm dragging my handlebars on the ground. My front wheel isn't on the floor. Yeah, sure. Maybe the handlebars hitting the ground is what stopped me from crashing. I don't know. I got a pocket for the sunshine. I'm oversteering a lot coming out of there whenever I do take the outside. Servers are up. Are they running them both together, or have they said if it's staggered? It's staggered, okay. I feel like both of my streams just fully pooed themselves. I'm pretty sure I just went to like zero bit rate for a second there, but we should be back. Let me double check both of them, see if it's live. Yeah, that stream that went down fully for a second, I think. Alright, the Twitch one's still up. Here's the YouTube one still up. We got almost 400 people in here, by the way. This is not a time for my stream to be dying. Crazy work. Yeah, it went from 395 to 345 because the stream pooed itself for a second. Holy. Holy guacamole. As the cool kids say. Okay, so the servers are up, but the 250 main hasn't even started yet, so there's no reason for me to be in mine straight away. Tiger Woods got arrested again. What's he doing now? Driving under the influence. That's not good. That's not good at all. Silly man. A lion does not concern himself with drunk driving laws. No, that is bad though. I've got no excuse for driving while drunk. That's... Like, I could care less if you put your own life at risk, but it's other lives you're putting at risk when you're doing that. It's very stupid. There was a guy that I used to work with. It's going to get a bit morbid for a second, so I apologise, but I don't have many stories to share. There's a guy I used to work with, and unfortunately his little sister passed away at the hands of a drink driver. So her car had broken down. She was sat inside it whilst broken down. I know you meant to not be inside a broken down car, but she was, unfortunately. And then she got hit by a drunk driver and she passed away. Then, not 1 week later, I'm sure he's just grieving, to be fair, so I feel for him a little bit. But then the brother then got arrested a week later for driving while drunk. Like, he'd been out drinking and was then driving home. Like, absolutely pissed. And it's like, I understand you might have gone out to drown your sorrows in something, but how are you then going to go and do exactly the same thing that made your sister pass away? And I was mind blown. Oh, I'm getting ads. I've got ads just as the gates dropped. We've got a minute and a half of ads. This is going to be absolute awful quality, but we're going to use some Opera GX cheese right here, and we're going to pop this out. Lovely. This is what we're rocking with.
Here.
Oh, okay. It has to be... I'm looking at pixels right now. This is like Minecraft quality. Worse than Minecraft quality. I got a pocket full of sunshine. I got a love. Oh. Damn, this is top tier. We got 56 seconds of ads left. We'll rock it in poo quality until... Oh my god, Froxy's caught in the blender. Holy. He's out, he's clear. You know what I've noticed? I'm starting to see a slight increase in Huskies. We're getting more and more of them each week. Take me away. Eka nowhere to be seen. Is the other one in there? Don't see the other one. Brad's got a stinky start. He's in 21st right now. 22 seconds of 2 FPS. Oh, you can actually count the pixels. I got a pocket for the sunshine. And... Are we good? We're good. Right, we're back. Normal quality now.
He's making passes left and right. Got two of them right there. Can he still get the step off? He does. Got past Olleroy and Terrence here. Now he's moving on to work on Nicholas. Just up at Brad's moving through. You've seen the... Someone
remind me when there's about 5 minutes left in this to join my 450 server. Who's Burger and how's he in the lead on a 3-digit? And how is he actually munching the lead 2.5 seconds clear?
For Terrence, Casey all the way down to P10 off a cut, so he's got a bunch of cuts that are not helping him, and Froxy's at him because of it. J Talon goes down, M. Kalinas goes down, or Kalinins, I don't know how to pronounce it. But then you see Token and Brad, these two were battling in their heat race. Earlier, Brad, mistaken the whoops, kind of got collided with Token and ended up costing him there. So back to the front of this group. So this front of group leads all the way up to Olleroy and Froxy, who are P7. And Brad is at the back of it all the way down in P15. So...
That triple in on the 250 is probably not that bad, is it, with how much grip they've got in the flat corner? I reckon KFC comes through and wins this one.
Looks like moves Dennis out of the way, and KFC gets both of them, gets the triple in as well. That is a spot up into P2 on track, but he has those cuts, so it's not going to be P2 on timing and scoring.
Track's $1.50, I think. I think that's the usual. That's the going rate.
P4, just behind Dennis, and Zaire has some cuts of his own as he is just ahead of Froxy because of him.
Okay, like, Brad's pre-buried. He's all the way... Well, he's come back to 11th. He was 21st a second ago.
Try to catch up to the championship rivals of Froxy and KFC. J-Town get back on the track. Brad barely survives it.
But Brad do be your red plate holder right now. And no idea what the points are like. Like who's in second, how much by.
Passes Ninx because of it as he's making his time mistake. Could not get the double though, but he'll still get the on-off.
Nick's just rocking, like, raw dogging some Paboso gear as well.
Now he's got Token back up ahead of him, but he's not.
That HFS contract not got their riders all geared up.
Gets a triple. He's going to get the second one. He's going to pass two people because they're going to go double. He's going to go to triple into the corner. Does he have the inside? Token kind of shoves him wide. Brad has to check up. Go double here. Cases it.
I've
Now Token's
never...
back ahead of him.
I could be completely off here. I don't know, like, you guys probably
For this rhythm.
use or more up to date on all the 250 boys than I am.
Burger leading the way on the
Never heard of
start.
Burger, and he's winning.
CBS machine.
Never heard of
He's always had
Nix,
great
and he's in
pickup, and
9th.
kinda the one that's been that
Never heard
wide
of
that
J.
finally
Giagni,
got a
he's in
good start.
11th.
Now he-
Never heard of
he's a 5
Token, he's in
gap on
12th.
KFC.
Never heard of
He's
Recris, he's in
Token
13th.
so
Never heard of M.
Burger
Cownins
has a good
in
chance of getting
14th.
this done. It is only 5 minutes in. He's got 10 minutes to go.
I
See
don't
how
know
long
if
he can
this
hold on and keep hitting these ones.
hidden 250
Right behind
gear
him.
intake has now
On
unlocked a
track,
bunch of new guys,
5
or
seconds off of his cuts.
what's going on here?
He's bringing it down just a tiny bit.
I
Cases
don't know what
double,
my
that's
overall
gonna
was,
cost him a bit of
Fleety.
time. Liposec behind
Usually
him.
when I have like pretty bad results like that, I just don't.
Stopped on
Don't
a
look it up.
dime after messing up that step up jump.
Any kind of
Back to
like
Foxy
championship
was
run-ins for me
unfortunate.
anymore is long gone, so I'm just there to
Had some
try and
trouble at
do well in
Daytona,
each race.
had some trouble,
My quali time
and then I believe he kinda got it back together for
56.6.
the Swiss Showdown.
Top of 450 was a 55 flat.
14 points back after having a
Bottom of
3-point lead.
450 was a 58 something. I'm
Oh,
not
what
sure.
backflip from Ollie Ray,
what the
almost
the
double,
hundredths
but
were.
Goes down because of it, and Brad is going to get by him. Watch him through the loops here. Oh, holding it
You've
steady
watched
with some
almost every
safety
video.
there.
You've watched every video for
Right in
almost
the
a
front
year,
tire.
and you haven't subscribed yet. Thank you for.
See how far up he can get.
Wait, I haven't. It still doesn't say that you've
Dennis
subscribed.
and Zaire just
I didn't get
behind
nothing.
him.
There it is. There it is. There we go. Thank you, Audra. There was a little bit of a delay, my end. They've all just started coming through. Thank you.
Brad here and keep an eye on time. He's going to see if KFC or anyone else can make some moves.
Take me
Up ahead.
away.
It's actually
I appreciate the kind words.
kind of battling here. It's like Froxy. Oh, thought he was catching up to Liposec, but then that mistake.
Froxy still has a chance, though.
cost him 10
Again,
Dennis and
can
Zaire
anybody
down.
shine some light? Who is Burger? Have we got a
5
name
here.
change here? Have we got a Kaizo user? Have we got an alt account? Like, what's happening?
What this brisk elevate rider can do.
Has he been about and now he's just
Zaire
suddenly goated?
That Nova machine off the side of the track he goes, and Brad is just behind him.
Hamburger.
Spectate dead last.
I'm gonna,
When there's battles in top
just
five.
whilst I remember now, let me quickly load into the 450 server and then we'll carry on watching that.
Oh, Brad front flipping down he goes.
You reckon it's the Reaper Tech?
And then now we have Liposec.
That actually sounds, that's such a cool name for it, isn't it?
KFC
Big Reaper
with
Tech.
Froxy just behind him as they're all starting to spread out a tiny bit, but now Brad is past. by
ARLSX.
Nix
I
again,
wonder who the person
behind
was
him.
that gave Reaper the tech beforehand.
Through they go.
Because they're the true people's champ.
Looks like we have already had one retirement of Terrence in dead last, so made it a solid 6 minutes. Love to
He's
see it.
always qualified, but never this good.
But KFC slowly losing time here.
It is an
Burger.
easy track, to be fair. But that does make it a little bit sus.
There's Liposec and Froxy right behind him. As it stands right now, KFC would get the points lead back. Froxy would have to be him by much. Like I said, it's a 9-point difference.
Oh, it's Joe
So
Rogan.
We'd have to win and have KFC get.
I'd
fifth,
say
I
Joe's been
believe,
about for years. I didn't know.
points.
Like, Joe's never put in like this kind of speed before. Especially to be.
Maybe
It's not the fact that he's just out in front. He's like holding
it is
still
a
really good pace
5,
against people like
7-point
KFC.
lead to fourth, and then 8 to fifth. Is Froxy looking down the inside? And he's
I
gonna
say
make
Joe
the pass
Rogan's
to
been
flip
around
on the
for
Liposec, see if Liposec
at
can
least
come
4
back
years.
in. The rhythm section cross jump from Froxy. They're both alive. Triple inside. Liposec did
Oh
not like that
my
cross jump and absolutely
Christ.
sends Froxy flying.
Just 250 things.
Let him know that he did not appreciate
Holy moly.
him cutting over on him in midair like that.
Yeah, see, Joe's been around a really
Now
long
they lost
time.
Valuable time to KFC because of it.
Oh, sorry.
Go back and
I'm a
Brad
retard.
and pass
I
Zaire
understand what
here.
you mean now. I thought you were saying Burger was Joe previously, and
Smooth,
you're
now
actually
he
saying
moves
that it
up
was Joe that gave
to
Reaper the
6th,
250 tech.
with Dennis just ahead of
Ignore
him
everything that I said
5.
for the last 2 minutes.
Oh, and Zaire making a move back, staying lower there. And Nick's right just behind him. Oh,
I got
Dennis
a bucket,
mistaking
got a
the
bucket for the
loops.
sunshine.
Brad's
I
gonna
got
find us
love.
another spot that's going to be up to P6 for him.
Dur-dur-dur-dur-dur.
with
So that
Zaire ahead,
raises
Zaire
even more
gets the
questions.
touch,
I
it'll be
generally
P5
don't know who
Brad
Burger is,
down
and he's
the
pulling
side.
away from KFC
Zaire
now.
moves him out of the way forcefully. And
These
Nick's
250 guys,
gonna
they are
get
so
right
aggressive.
behind him. Brad would get past Zaire.
I don't know how they get away with it, because I feel like if I...
Brad not
So
making
that
any
pass that Brad
breaks
just
in it,
made on
but
Zaya there,
is holding
generally
on
think that if I
strong
tried making that
5
same
and 6.
pass,
He's holding out. He
somehow
has Lipasek off
I
the
would end
cut,
up
so that would put
doing
him
a backflip,
tied with
and the
KFC
person that I hit would
after
ride
this
away
round.
fine.
Froxy is the one splitting him.
Yeah, Burger's doing a little bit too good right here. I don't want to take away from him, because he could just be having the ride of his life. The track is a fairly easy track,
Make a move to retain
and he got a
the
good
point
start,
lead
so he just
after
has to
this
hold on
round.
to it. But to flip a switch like that from one round to another...
Line staying lower. He's got Lipasek right ahead of
Yeah,
him.
I've never heard of Nick's
Oh, yeah,
either,
the
and he's
Moped
in
Lipasek
6th place
into
right
the
now.
triple, and Brad is going to get by him
Clearly
just
only
like
possible on
that.
HFS
Lewis
suspension.
goes to extend the gap. Absolutely fine in the loop section there.
Hello, Montana.
Triple. He's going to get the step over the
Burger is
double, so the step
2016 lesser.
on
Was that actually
off.
2016 that happened?
And now he's 6 seconds behind Brad.
Feels
where
like
he
it's a
was
little bit more
9.
recent than 2016.
So he's slowly closing in.
He lost to Aiden. Was it straight up, Cam?
Slowly closing in on Froxy.
I will say, Cam, I know that you are still the
KFC gets
fastest man
lapped
on
by
track.
Dylan here.
If you get an especially
5
stinky start
seconds to
today, it
Burger.
might be hard to come through all the way
Right
to win.
there, but with all the cuts, it's making it a bigger gap than it actually is. for
Because the track
KFC.
does seem like really like tight in terms of lap
See
times.
what he could do here through the whoops he goes. Not as clean as his teammate.
But then
Brad.
there's a lot of people are making mistakes somehow. Like, I think the track's really easy, but I went from like 15th on lap 1 to 2nd at the end of the heat.
Cleanly. Gonna get the double on off. Burger
I really need a
just
wee.
ahead of him, getting around
I'll probably go when there's a minute left of this main before mine starts.
all these random names.
You're
Just behind him, Burger making some gaps though. He's got 4 minutes and a
telling
lap
me
to
that the
go.
11-year-old made a stupid decision
Dylan
on lap
holding
1?
on
Surely
right
not.
behind KFC
Surely that would never happen.
as a lapper. KFC still getting the triple. But Burger being the first one to go through these guys.
Well, what I'll do, Cam, is if you're trying to come through the pack and you're around me,
Ethan and Jay Gianni right up ahead.
I'll try and hold you up just a little... Holy ping.
Little lag spot
I'll
for
try and hold
Burger
you up
there.
just a little bit more. You know what? Now that that's just happened,
Burger's internet is not being his friend right now.
T-Moss was in here earlier,
Hopefully it doesn't cause him to miss any timing gates. Oh,
and we all know that
back.
T-Moss has notoriously dogshit ping, so that could be Travis on an auto account.
These guys, he's still got the on-off. He does down the inside.
That could be T-Moss on an auto account there,
Even if it
with the
might
dogshit
not,
ping.
you know, put him down a lap, it could also give him some cuts with the.
Sorry, I was saying, Cam, I'll try and hold you up just a little bit more, see if we can give Jake a point or two to try and make the championship a little bit more interesting.
KFC right behind him makes the pass, and now he's into the lead on track. But we'll see if he could hold on with timing and scoring. Both of them get the triple here.
Why would he? Or is he banned?
See if
Jay's banned on many
has it
accounts.
Whenever they cross the line here,
Kind of rides like T-Moss. I'm thinking the same, just stood up everywhere.
he does not. He is still a second behind because of the.
If we could go on board with him, we'd see if he was blipping the throttle or keeping it wide open, because Travis is a notorious throttle blipper.
Froxy and Brad. Burger jumping through loops there a little bit. Got a little
Right, I do need to wee though.
down into
I'll let you guys carry on
one.
watching this.
Goes
I'll
to
try
the
and push it
triple
out as fast as
inside.
possible.
See if KFC can hold on. We'll see if Burger's internet can hold on. So through onto the start straight, around this big sweeper, getting the triple in. Kind of a little bit of an overjump for Burger, and he kind of cased there, so he had to go double and then triple. I don't think these guys can triple double anyways. Oh, gets caught in the rut, and it stands him up on the front tire, and down he went because of it. Now Dylan thought that was Froxy. Froxy is just right behind him. So now Brad has to get up to P2 if he wants to hold on to this points lead, because of a Burger going down there. And he's now 3 seconds back from KFC, and now Froxy is in the middle of it all. Through the whoops goes Froxy, has Dylan up ahead of him, who's a lapper. A minute 45 and a lap to go for your leaders here. See if they could hold on. Brad, not immense pace over these guys. Just have to see if he could close in the gap, or if he's just waiting for some mistakes from your leaders out front here. Froxy going for the triple double. Burger right there. Dylan in the middle of them. Burger mistake, and Froxy's going to get by him into P2. Helps out Froxy more for points. He loses 3 to KFC, but he gains 4 on Brad, so I'd put him... Let's see here. Math is hard. Yeah, math is hard. But we'll see what Froxy can do, how far up he can get, and how far Brad can get. So we just go back. There's Burger, and then there is Brad. As it looks like Froxy has some cuts there. But here's Brad. Burger goes down. Brad
Sorry, thank you for telling me I'm muted. Yeah, I was saying that's not something for me to look into, Victor. I couldn't care less about it.
Alright, there you go.
If people want to play on each other's accounts and get themselves banned when it gets found out, then by all means. And it's not happening in my class either, so it's fine. Yeah, I mean, Nico will be able to have a look at IPs from this race and previous races and see if it's somebody on a different account. So
that was Wyatt is a lapper.
If anybody raises it, then they'll have a check of it.
So KFC not that far ahead.
Rox, I have told you this answer like 3 times this stream already.
4 time expired. So we gotta wait and see his
4.5 liters.
Is got a Burger who's leading all that time. We'll see if Brad can close in on Froxy. Right now he'll be 1 point back from KFC heading into next week.
We had Timos was in the chat earlier, like trolling about
2 points
playing on an alt account.
11 behind Brad.
So
Gonna bring him up to
could be aim on one of these.
behind KFC as things stay the way that they
But
are.
never seen or heard of Burger before, and he absolutely barked that whole race. Only 10 seconds off the win.
So see if Brad can close into KFC.
Never heard of Nix, but I mean he's 9th, so it's nothing outrageous.
But last lap here. See if KFC can
No way
run
4.5
off Froxy
litres.
with the last desperation
Then
attempt to catch up to and try to pull away.
don't believe me then. I run 4.5 litres for all
Now within
Supercross
2
races.
seconds, I think you only have a second more
You
cuts.
don't use a lot of fuel in Supercross.
Gets to drive through the whoops. They're both going to go outside here to get the triple.
Calling it now. I've just seen
Oh,
Jet Lawrence
Casey
also
after
follow
double steam.
Talon on Twitch. Let me
That
see if he
might
asks
be
about
it for
Troy in
him.
this chat as well.
Gets the double on off. He doesn't have much more time.
Troy's, I guarantee he's going to message Troy.
KC
Troy's in it.
Misses the inside right. Froxy
Wait
doesn't
for
get
it.
that clean either, but it's still a little bit better.
He loves a bit of Troy.
He's going to be close here. Mistake in the right.
Spectate Bill. Who's Bill?
And double through the rhythm section. KC
Why would they
keeps him
spectate someone in 20th?
Giving Froxy all this chance here.
Now we'll take the
Froxy
error
triples
claiming
right behind
bonus.
him, down the inside,
Why can't I
goes
get my
outside,
bonus
KC
points?
steps
What's going on
off,
here?
He's going to triple into the corner here. Around the outside, KC's down,
Hmm.
and that's going to cost him the race.
Need to
He's
discuss
gonna
my
hand
pants?
points
I mean,
to
they're
that
just
race.
pajama
Here
shorts.
comes
I'm not gonna
Froxy
dress up
across
for the
that
stream,
zip
boys.
to
I'll
the
wear what's
very
comfortable.
end, and he's going to hold on over the
They're also not something I bought myself. You know, I get gifted pajamas. You know, as an old man, you get gifted clothes for Christmas and birthdays from family.
He's going to cross the line.
That's just how it goes.
In P2, Brad crossing the line. P.
No skin off my back. I've got nobody to impress anymore. Where's create a dashboard? That's what I want. And that. Oh, I didn't want to click that. Right, pause that. Minimize that. Turn display capture off so it doesn't freeze. I'm then going to task manager and force close Discord as well. There you go. Right, there you go. Yeah, it's just today in particular that Discord's been causing my bikes to be a little bit framey, so... Why can't you ride the track before the race? I don't know if it's in the rulebook yet, or if it's more of an unwritten rule. But basically when they start the race, the track road resets. And MX bikes and its lovely glitches, sometimes you get a chance for like random holes to form when the track resets. So just to avoid that happening, for years now it's been a thing where you just don't ride the track before the gate drops. No, are we going already? Oh, ah! I wouldn't have minded. So just run it with a delay, see how it goes. Yeah, that ping is more of a giveaway of it to potentially being somebody else. I got a pocket for the sunshine. Mm-hmm. Gonna break me, yo. Can I wheelie IRL? No. Not a bike life guy. Not a bit of me. 3 seconds a ton on Supercross, yeah, that's very, very true. I haven't got to repick my gate now, do I? It should carry over. We'll double check. Jet, I appreciate you being here and watching me, and I love Troy. I get along with Troy very, very well. But it is very strange coming to somebody else's stream and asking about Troy at least 4 times already. I'm just going to throw that out there. It's tough, Transcend, because my opinion both before and after the race, because it's how my Moto 1 and my Moto 2 went, is reset delay feels good when you're having a good race and it feels bad when you're having a bad race. And that's all there is to it. So my overall opinion on the reset delay is it doesn't achieve what I think people want it to achieve. People look at reset delay as going, oh, it's fine if you get a bad start, because if you're more consistent, you'll be able to catch up. Kind of works the opposite. Whereas if you're 30 seconds down on lap 1 because you've been caught up in multiple bike collisions, you have to push harder to try and catch up, meaning you're more likely to crash. And the person that's then, say you're usually a top 10 rider, if you're in 3rd and you've got a great start, you know full well, okay, I'm not going to push at all now because I don't want to crash and ruin it. And you'll stay up there the whole race. So I don't think it has the desired effect people think it does. I think it just kind of accentuates a good start is a really good start and a bad start is a really bad start. You're getting an ad on Twitch in Spanish. You know, if you give me Jeff Bezos' money and give me a Prime, then you wouldn't have Spanish ointment ads. Yeah, you have to, Azzy. You won't make it for a full day without a generator. People will ride slower because they don't want to go down. I think you overestimate how much slower is slow, though. Usually you can just take off a second a lap and not crash. And if you're already 30 seconds down, you're not getting 30 laps. And that's if the person trying to catch up doesn't crash from pushing harder. So I don't think it has the desired effect people thinks it does. You do need a somewhat powerful generator, otherwise it won't charge fast enough to even be worth it. You'll be waiting for a couple of hours. Quali wasn't very good, Honda. I ended up 14th, but I got second in my heat race. So, a typical Lin's night, so we'll see how the main event goes now. I mean, I'm old and pretty fat as well, and very out of shape. And I done a 20-minute race at Hawkston on that Varg and used 60% of the battery in one 20-minute race. So you do still need to have a good method of charging it in between races or in between practice sessions.
Honda WB Designs celebrates 11 months of membership. When the next pub lobby's then?
I mean, you could buy multiple batteries and swap the batteries out in between, but I think they cost about $2 each. But if the pockets are deep enough, then by all means. Yeah, BP's got like a massive one that we... Yeah, BP's got a massive one that we take turns on. Fucking dirty. Yeah, he's got a very powerful generator that we charge Vargs back and forth on. And then if we don't quite get enough or they both need doing at the same time, I usually steal Arlsx one, which is a lot like smaller. So it charges it quite slow. But it's to the point where as soon as you get back from a race, you then need to plug it in. Like, you can't really mess around waiting. You know when you just go... I go to say things sometimes, and I'm like, this is going to sound mad. But then it's like, I don't actually know another way of saying it, so I'm just gonna rip it anyway. Right, race time. Probably gonna let him go. No, fuck that, I ain't letting him go. The frames have just gone really bad again. No! Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Oh, the good old-fashioned Lin's choke. Oh, now I'm behind Neon. I'm definitely gonna... He's definitely gonna take my front wheel out, I can feel it. Oh, it's already happening. It's already happening. Fucking little rat. Oh, I hate him. Hate riding around him. Why do I always seem to get caught up in other people's mistakes? Is that him again? Oh, for fuck's sake. What's wrong with people? Like, I'm there, Cam. I exist. You've got to jump across. There's 4 other ruts in that one corner. Ah. It's all my own fault. I crashed on that one. It was going to happen. Now I'm getting the blue flag and I'm in 6th. Lock in. Oh, the Jan's up here. Reed's up here as well. There you go, Jet. You got your wish. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to get this. Oh! Can we get some of that heat race form back, please? I'm just wobbling around the track now. A shock who I'm behind again. I'm liking Jake's lines here. Just going to follow him. They feel pretty good. Uh-oh. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm alive. Holy. It's definitely not the smoothest of races I've ever had. I think I was just shocked by actually getting a good start. I don't do that. I don't get them good starts usually. Now I don't know what to do with them. Why are these lappers battling with the fucking leaders? There we go. And we're facing backwards. Ah, it's all gone downhill now. I feel like every time I'm having somewhat of a good race, I just get cucked by something or someone. Literally chilling in P2 for so fucking long. I fucking ride around the divvy brigade and now I'm stuck in hell with everybody else and not able to move. Yeah. It's done. All the flow's fucking gone now. It's not still good. I don't know why people try and be overly positive all the time. You can say when something's fucked, it's fucked. You go from second being absolutely fucking fine, get into a one lapper and Neon being sideways because he's always fucking sideways. And now you're back trying to battle for a top 10. Yeah, sick. Love that for me. So now, yet again, another week where the result at the end of the race, it looks absolutely dog shit, and the race itself was going fine. I just can't fucking stand retards. You got fucking Yaddy who can't look over his shoulder before he gets go again after a crash. You got Lauren fucking trying to bark triple in next to me and Neon whilst I lap down. So like, just fuck off out of the way. Oh. Yeah, it's another race where I wouldn't be in this race anymore if I weren't fucking streaming. I would be out of it. Absolute shit show. How many fucking times am I going to get shafted by lappers this year? Whilst I'm pissed off, I might as well start hating on the track some more. Why have 4 fucking ruts in a corner when none of them are the fastest? When you could just flat track on the inside and it'd be quicker. Right, thank God B-Clay's doing the outdoors this year. I don't know if I can take much more of these ruts. Oh, going invisible after being lapped would be dope. That'd be nice. You're probably looking at about 3 years work time before that gets implemented there. But genuinely, shit like this is what makes me not want to touch this game. It's like, what do I do if I'm sandwiched between the guy that I'm battling who, as always, keeps fucking crashing, passing, and two lappers. Like, I'm fucking 4 wide with 3 of them. And I just happen to be the one that draws the short straw. Now I'm getting beaten by fucking Callum. You can have this final position, like generally I'm waiting for Cam to go across the line. No, I cannot be asked to play this dog shit game. And do all these dog shit lappers and play it any more than I have to. It's fucking pathetic. Honestly. Like, if sim content and videos done half as good as bike stuff does, I'd be off this game forever. I would be playing sim all the time, rather than this dog shit. At least the people in them races actually have fucking brains. It's like, yeah, let's just make 4 absolute massive fucking trenches when taking none of them is faster. Class. Love that. It's fucking, oh, I don't know. Oh, the state of it. Hopefully B-Clay's also motivated enough and they give him the Supercross role next year, because the last 2 years of Supercross tracks have been absolutely horrific. It's fucking awful. I was playing so well, came through so many people, made genuine good passes, and then I'm sitting in second comfortably, and I just get fucked by other people. Like, what the fuck is that? Have you guys ever seen a Supercross track, like, degrade like that? Where also, by the way, the inside is faster and you haven't got to take the 2 massive tits on the outside of the corner? Oh. The annoying thing is, I have these dog shit races. I can't help but vent because I'm just a naturally competitive person. It ruins the stream for everybody watching, and I know that it does. Like, I know that watching me being miserable is miserable. And then as soon as I turn the stream off, within 5 minutes I'm fine, I'm good. I forget it ever happened. But it's just, in the moment, it's fucking horrific. But people don't listen to me when I say stuff is horrific. As soon as Blockout Supercross came out, the first pre-season track, and they used this dogshit scaling, I said, that's not good, it's not going to race well. And it hasn't raced well. It's just been shit. One line every single week. Because everything is so overscaled, whatever the shortest path is ends up being the fastest. There's no alternative rhythm in there at all. So I am sorry for however many people we've got in here that are sitting me piss and moan. But fuck me, it's so unenjoyable to consistently have, like, good races taken away from you. And it's the fact that at the start of this season, I didn't even know if I wanted to race or if I wanted to commentate. But the community convinced me to race again, and it has been absolutely horseshit every single round. It is so bad. Server disconnected, I can't even rage type at people. No, but the alternatives, Aiden, so I see what you're saying, where it's like, if other people complain, they don't get listened to. If I complain, I get listened to. I don't. If I complain, it gets looked at even worse than others because you're like, oh, you're just big guy Lins, you complain and want changes. It's like, I want changes because I've done the same fucking thing for 6 years and I know what plays well and what doesn't play well. And as soon as I go and type anything in Discord, you get all of the people that want to fucking minute bit of attention that try all reply to me and just talk shit. It's like, oh, Unk's moaning again. It's like, yeah, well done. You just want a reaction out of me. That's your little bit of attention. It's horrific. Speaking of which, I've already been added in Discord. Let me see if I can find it. It might have got deleted, actually. The notification just went away. It's the time. And that could be a bit further back. Oh. Oh, thank you very much, Chase. Give me 1 second. I'm just rage typing in Discord and then I'll read it. I can't hear what he's saying in my head right now. But I do appreciate it. 1 second.
Still got SXs for anyways.
Oh, I can't even use the word retard in Discord. Oh, fucking hell. It's 2022. Let me use some free speech. If you're being a retard, let me use the word retard. It's not that offensive. There we go. Right. Sorry. Feel this race on a personal level. Get off the game and get the mental reset, and we're locked for GPs. I know you're still pissed, but Supercross is for shitters anyway. That sounds like what a motocross merchant would say. But no, I agree. I agree. Outside comes with its own, like outdoors comes with its own stresses anyway. But I do appreciate it, Chase. I know you feel it as well, because you went through exactly the same thing in Moto 2 on GPs on Monday. And I know how it looks from a viewer's perspective as well. But I can't help it. I'm too competitive of a person. Like, I hate doing shit. And to go from doing that well, finally, to doing that shit, not good. Not good at all. I'd love to time travel back to 2022. The tracks were built better for racing. The bikes were better for racing. There was no one bike meta. It wasn't anywhere near as sweaty as it is now. There was no fucking degenerates that sit there and get hard cocks in Discord with their friends by trying to boot servers offline. There was no cheats. It was great. It was lovely. Unfortunately, time travel doesn't exist, so I fear the good days are behind us. It works to a similar extent, Kelbell. It works similarly. Like if you... What I've noticed is if, let's say your fifth gear is like really, really long, if you bang it up to fifth and rev, your front end will come up super high. So it does have a pretty similar effect. Thank you, Zayden.
Keep your head up, King.
I don't think it just doesn't apply anymore. Oh, it doesn't apply anymore. Had an arse last 2 years on bikes, so I haven't been enjoying that. I've been trying to enjoy Sim, but I'm just not good enough at Sim to actually make it into the main events. So it's kind of like just sitting here putting myself through misery 2 or 3 times a week. It's certainly something. Oh, at least I got people reacting to my stuff in Discord. That's got to be a bit of a feel good. I said another week, another dogshit inside simulator track, and it's the same. Like Indianapolis was insides everywhere. And so I'm not Cooper Webb. I might be old and short and fat, but I don't want to be just taking the far inside on every single corner on a Supercross track. Sit in silence and stare at the screen. I would do, but unfortunately I'm live, so I feel like I still have to yap the whole time. I mean, I can only speak for round one, and I know that the EU and NA racing experience is just different. But from the EU perspective, that Switzerland track did feel like you could at least go into 2 different lines in each corner, almost every corner, and still be somewhat comp. I know by the time the NA races happen, people have like the fastest line figured out, so I feel like there's not usually as much differentiation in line choice for NA, but for EU, where you're still learning the track at the same time and you've not got one particular line perfect, Clay done a very, very good job of that. He has kind of self-reported. He has said admittedly that round 2 might be a little bit more one-lined, but I kind of feel like that's how sand tracks go anyway. Usually with sand, it's just whatever line allows you to keep up the most momentum. So a lot of time that ends up being kind of raw and outside, or if you're going to go to the inside, you'll drift out wide afterwards. So we'll see how that goes on Monday. But the exciting thing is, it's built based off of a drone scan that he's done. So he's gone out of his way to take Mrs. B. Clay on a vacation, spend a week in Italy, stop by at the Sardinia track, scan it with his drone, import it into Blender, or whatever he does, and then he's built the roughness on top of that. So what's the best way of me describing to you what he's done, which I'm quite excited to try out? Let's do the old pirate software before he decided to get himself cancelled. So if this is your track, this is a straight, this is a corner, this is another straight, like this. Let's say the track's going in this direction. He'll be able to see from a top-down view on that scan where the rough and rollers form. So say there's a few rollers like this, and then as you get into the corner, maybe there's a couple more on the inside than there is on the outside. B-Clay will see the track like this, and he will then go in and build the rough on top of where the rough was in real life. So it should race and ride from a more realistic standpoint and flow how it would flow in real life as well. He's not just ripping one-to-one. He's not like he's taking a scan, say this is the scan that you see here, and he's just plonking that in-game and leaving it. That's not the case. Yeah, Callum, I thought I was being a bit mean to you there. Just ignore what I say in the heat at the moment. I'll let you buy at the end because I was just over it. I didn't want to do the last lap. So he's not just plonking this in the game. He's seeing where the rough is, and then he's going upon that and building the rough where it was to, first of all, make it more MX Bikes friendly, but then also it flowing and riding similar to how it would IRL. And I feel like that's pretty fucking cool. In my opinion, anyway. So he's doing all of the GP tracks. He's doing the AMA tracks this year. I think I was just more heartbroken Callum over from sitting in a very comfortable second to getting clean by lappers and ending up back in 12th in the space of like 2 laps. So, yeah. Could look at it this way. Because, like Mr. Fuckface has just said in YouTube, that's not me giving him a name, that's what he's called himself, so he's living up to it. You can say it's a choke. You could also say that I've still beaten every single other person other than Callum in the chat. The issue is, I think these tracks have dug their own grave. What I mean by that is the scaling was dog shit to begin with just how big the scaling is. And you can't change that now. You can just try and build a bit more rough on top of that. I don't know how it rides. I just don't feel like it plays well at all. I've noticed that because we're going so fast everywhere, you notice that the lap times in game aren't actually that far off of real life. They're actually quite close. I think it's because we are going so fast everywhere and the track is 2 times the size. It kind of all just meets in the middle to be roughly the same speed. But can I'll show you a good example of what I mean right now. Sorry. Before I disappear. I don't even know if like I should like compare things in these ways because they're not the same game. They're not the same track creators. The games play differently. But I'll show you what I'm working with. And at least how it feels to me, like going back and forth across both games. So to me, we have this rhythm section here after the start corner, and you've just got 6 singles, and you can see how far apart all of these singles have to... You can't see, fuck's sake. You can see how far apart all 6 of these singles have to be to fill the length of the straight, because the straight is that long. Whereas if actually I don't, I think I have to F4 bikes to be able to do this. Okay, take a picture. Close that. Whereas if I now load up Sim, new race, Detroit. Right, hang on, I've got to switch my game capture over to Sim. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. It's just ridiculous how big the scaling was. I don't think it's a coincidence that when we do... Fuck's sake, hang on. I'll close and reopen it again. I got the wrong controller on. I don't think it's a coincidence that when we do public lobbies and we go and load up old 2021 tracks, that they actually race really well and they're comp, and you can take different lines, alternative rhythms to each other, and actually ride on different bikes and it still be enjoyable. I'm not disagreeing with you at all, Meat Doggo. I know exactly what you mean. My annoyance is I don't think the composure would go if I wasn't getting cleaned out by lappers trying to battle amongst the leaders. Like, it just shouldn't happen. And then once like them first 1 or 2 crashes happen after you get into it with the lappers, your flow's gone, your head's gone, and it's fucked. But it's like, I don't think it should even have to get to that point. Right. So the comparison I wanted to make, you forgive me how bad I am at camera or piloting the camera in Sim, is look how close together the jumps are in Sim. Like, they are so much closer together. Actually, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? There's 7 here. I'm Googling the track map. One, two, three. There's 6 on the track map. So actually, maybe my complaints aren't as warranted. So I suppose these are closer together here because there's 7 of them rather than 6. To me, it feels like when you're playing on Sim, you actually have to get inside the transitions of jumps well. Because there's like the gap between each jump isn't very big, if that makes sense. You have to be pretty on it wherever you ride. And then when I load up the bike's equivalents, I feel like I can land anywhere I want in between these and not be punished by it because everything is stretched out so far. But so now if you was to reduce, I don't know what the scaling is. I don't know if it's like 1.25, 1.5, whatever. If you was to reduce like a 0.5 off of this, let me get the old snipping tool out. So if you was to make everything just like a little bit smaller than it is, then you'd have your corner, you'd have jump 1, like here, Jump 2 might be about here. Jump 3 might be here. Like jump 4 here, 5, 6. So there's still even space in between each of them. And then you've got the corner here. And you take out all of this extra space. You take out so much extra room of just easiness and wiggle room that you can land in between. And the racing wouldn't be anywhere near as fast as it is now. Because if you overjump any of these, you're going to land in the face of the next one and then crash anyway. So it slows things down, it makes things more techy. If you collide with people at slower speeds, which you would do, because the track's smaller and doesn't allow you to go as fast, the collisions aren't as bad the slower you go and hit people. And like the same with this rhythm section down here. It's like you've got this tiny piddly little double, then you've got about 3 to 5 working days between the two, then you've got a triple, and then you've got 3 to 5 days between the two, then you've got a triple, and it just feels like everything feels super, super forced. You'd have people fiving, but you wouldn't. And the reason you wouldn't is because this corner wouldn't be anywhere near as big. It would be half the size, both in terms of width and in length. You would probably have to build the shape of the jumps a little bit different. The thing is, if you're fiving, you're going for distance. You wouldn't get so much height. Whereas if you're going for distance, you would probably struggle to downside one of the jumps nicely and get inside the transition. Whereas if you check up and you're like blipping the throttle and like trying to go triple, you're kind of jumping up and then into this, and then up, and then into this. You're not going, yeah, and then all the way to the end. Aiden's K-Bell tracks do a perfect example of it. Of you having to be a little bit more techy in rhythms and things being a lot like slower overall. It's just, oh, it's so fucking frustrating. And that whole situation with the lappers is me and Neon were together here on this part of the track, and Laurent is here. So he can see and hear both me and Neon. Me and Neon are like riding here the whole straight, and Laurent's just still doing the same. And then he rails around the outside and just triples in next to us. And then we've got Yaddy who's crashed here. So we've got you've got me, you've got Neon, you've got Laurent, all landing on the top of Yaddy, and it's like something's got to give. You can't fit 4 people like on top of each other. It's just a shit situation. Yeah, I like the DDC scaling a lot. It definitely made things quite like competitive. Am I even doing a good job of explaining my points with the play-by-plays, or is it just like, is it just old uncle ramblings? But I've not been this frustrated at a race in a long time. Like I was so close to just all F4ing again. And I've not done that on bikes since 2023 MXGP at Indonesia. I don't know, it's underneath my face cam, let me move it. Same, you've got like corners like this, where you've got 4 massive deep trenches in the turn, and the fastest line is just to miss them all. You still can't, can you see it? You can see that. The fastest line is still just to miss them all and just go here. I don't understand how that can be a thing. Like, add a tiny bit of chop, like just on the entrance here or something to stop that from happening. This never again. No, I mean, again, he's tried experimenting with weird lines here, and then again, the fastest line just ended up being going inside. And do you want to know why the fastest line just ended up being going inside? Because, again, the scaling is so big, and he hasn't had the smarts to go, hey, you can't quad this. So that kind of makes the whole outside irrelevant. So why would I go outside if the only line that I have is triple into here, which is really fucking hard, and then jumping this up to the moon because of how the face of it's built, and losing all my time because I'm in the air up here for 2 seconds. It's always going to be faster just to go inside, stay low, stay low, stay low, and get to the inside again. Whereas if this jump was built up, you'd be able to go double, quad, and in the same way, you'd probably be able to go outside, quad, or if the scaling shit isn't working, maybe you could try and cut down one of the sides of this a little bit. So you go outside double quad and you go inside on off. I don't know, but that's a scaling thing again. Whereas if you had your corner, single 1, single 2, single 3, table, single, corner, there's actually options here. Now you can go, right, I'm going to go triple jump, or because these are going to be peakier, you actually have to jump up to get up and over the double clean, and then you might be able to quad, or you to go on off. And I think it's just an overall scaling issue. I've said it since round 0. You're eating some ham sandwiches. That's very nice. Love that for you. Can I want to see the track map again from the overhead. It's not actually the same. So you see how moaning that it looks like you've got a double, then ages, then a triple, then ages, then a triple. This rhythm section doesn't turn in game, does it? Like it's dead straight in game. On the track map, it turns halfway through. Then you get to here, and then you kind of hook a left randomly. But did it turn in sim? I don't think it turned in sim either. But to his defense, there's a small double here. And then there's a gap. But I think from what I'm looking at here, I think the ones with the gap, so these are 5-footers, aren't they? This is a 5-footer and this is a 5-footer. But it looks like the gap from one to the next is quite similar. It's not as drawn out. Whereas in game, they feel very, very separated apart from each other. You feel like it's worse after working on PCK. Like the things we want him to do is so insanely easy, like we could revise the track and redo the entire scaling in a couple of hours. Yeah, see, I'm not very good when it comes to actual track building, so I can only try and give my aggressive feedback from the racing perspective. That's probably quite dangerous, me scrolling through Discord on stream, isn't it, in case there's some outrageous gifs in here. Is that... Brad, are you still in the stream at all, or is that allowed to be shown on stream? And at the same time, are you going to be changing that, or are you going to leave that raw? Because to be fair, the picture on the left specifically, like past where the mechanics section should be, I feel like that looks pretty damn good. And what I like about that is, obviously it's going to be sand traction. There's no like massive walls anywhere. There's no like massive inside and outside wall. Like it looks like it kind of digs down into the ground slightly. It's got no pre-made. Okay, so it sounds like he is going to have pre-made on top of this. Here. So this is what he's gone and scanned on his drone. So this is the base track that you're working with. So you can see where the ruts form. You can see where the bumps form, like on this pit straight here as well. I don't know how much he's going to change this, but I like that it kind of goes down into the ground. Because in game in the past, we've had like this massive outside wall, and then we always have this massive like double into like a really big inside as well. I don't know how much it would affect performance, but I would like to see some more of like the ruts on straights as well. Yeah, I think it'll look cool. Trying to see off in the distance. In game as well, we always have massive trenches up the face of this, and all that tends to happen is you just ride this high part on the left side and just low line everything. So it actually kind of makes it obsolete. So yeah, that's what we're looking like for round 2. For anybody wondering if I'm asking for early tracks, no, this was when I couldn't download the track on Monday. So I asked him just to send me a direct link to it instead, but I didn't need it in the end. Downloaded it a few minutes later. What the dog doing? Yes, I would be a big advocate of having tough blocks on the takeoff of all the jumps, like right on the edges. Oh, on all of them, to be honest. So like tough block here, tough block here, tough block here, tough block here. There's another table like further to the left of this, isn't there? Have them there as well. Just because, like, again, it's from... I've been doing this like 6 years now. People will always try and find a way to save time and scumbag time. So if everything can be done to prevent that from the track builders' perspectives, it'll just be much better. I don't really know how to go about ending this stream. And I'm already dreading the comments that the YouTube VOD is going to have afterwards. Just calling me grumpy, moany old man. And I apologise that I am the way that I am. I'm just a very competitive person. And it pains me to be doing well finally and then have that ripped away. It also frustrates me that I gave opinions and feedback on the scaling and things like that before the whole season even came out, and they still ran with it, and it's been poo because of that, in my opinion. Hop on Roblox. I think it's logged me out of Roblox, and I don't know what my login is. Oh, why is it? I thought I already had it installed. Am I about to, like, share my information that I shouldn't do? Let me turn this off for a second, just in case. 1 second. Yeah, I need to sign in. I don't know what my login is, so maybe maybe one night we'll do a random pub lobbies on the Roblox servers, you know? So there you go. I am going to probably beat it two-handed, even though I've been a good boy and not done it in about 2 weeks, trying to wean myself off. But sometimes you have to take your MX Bike's frustrations out. Probably order some fat food as well. Oh, I went to the gym 2 days ago after having 3 weeks off, and my legs have never felt so heavy. Like So bearing in mind I've been building up the running and stuff ahead of this ultra marathon, I'd worked up. Like I could jog for like an hour and be okay. But 2 nights ago, I could jog for 5 minutes. I was having to do walk, jog in 5-minute intervals each. Like my legs felt so bad, like so heavy. And now it feels like all of the work that I'd done in January and February, after having 3 weeks off, is now completely gone again. Well, Linda has been out for drinks today. She's gone to bingo with one of her gal friends from work for drinks and bingo. So there is a chance that she might have unlocked the hips after a few beverages. So we'll find out when she gets home. Yeah, probably not a good idea having Roblox up on the screen whilst we're saying these things. How do I close this? F4. Cool. Yeah. Right. Good night, everybody. I'm actually not going to stay up and watch NA tonight because I need to try and get a good sleep schedule, so there's a chance of me riding Sunday, weather permitting. So good night. That's me done.